Hey, it's been Role-Playing Bubble Grader. We're playing Red Markets, the Le Capucier, Brutalist campaign. In the last session, we finished the
the ninth session.
The ninth session. Okay, you actually keep count. Weird.
Outfit sheet.
Outfit sheet. We finished the multi-job with the Randians, those assholes. And
yes, you did the job line for the moths.
And
then you, and then you...
We killed an aberrant who was a little girl.
Yeah, going after
your ass.
Antigon's job.
And then you worked for Antigon.
Yeah.
The job you got through Brutalists.
Yay.
Crazy with names. All right. So I've decided that in addition to vignettes, we will have news.
Ooh.
So things that happen to the enclave.
Yeah.
You're all dead? No, just kidding. Zombies in the night.
We're just the dreams of a small boy in the hospital, right?
You are.
Or the new aberrant zombie lions. So,
as you are supervising, Kowloon is looking rather roughshod in between trying to design an entire refugee camp in addition to overseeing...
Raphael, you motherfucker.
in addition to overseeing anti-lion defenses and researching Swahili construction methods.
We do have a really good library.
Yeah. He is called to a meeting. You are also called to a meeting. It's a pretty large meeting of the major political factions of La Cabucier. So the tenured are there.
Oh, we're going to find out how that fucking election went, aren't we?
oh yeah.
The tenured are there, as are the pillars.
Yeah.
But they're bringing you along because you're obviously a mover and shaker amongst the,
we haven't fucked up
intelligentsia.
much.
Yeah, you brought DHQS there. You've done a DHQS job. Chevalier is happy with you, the Under Secretary of Housing guy.
Oh god, I forgot about Chevalier.
Yes, since you did the recruitment job for him. Bradley Madanik is up. She's speaking to the group. It's like, we have a very urgent matter that's come to hand. Apparently the union has collapsed through, I don't exactly know why. It seems to be a combination of difficulty with their trade and just some depression issues. The men that are coming to the gate are pretty distraught about it. We've got a small respite set up off-site, and we have directed them there, the fencemen that have encountered with them, but they are requesting entry. They do have some skills, but many of them are looking very haggard. Some are injured. They're starving. They have seen some terrible things. And from what I know of the union's population, there's only, 5 or 10% of them at our door. So God knows what happened to everybody else. It will be a burden to our community. They will eat a lot of food. They will scream a lot in the night. They will require a lot of care. And they will be a drain on our resources. But we would be inhuman to leave them outside. But this is not my decision. It affects all of us. So we are going to cast ballots. We're going to do this here and now. We're not going to open up to the whole enclave. We're not going to allow this to turn into a rebellion. They will be here tomorrow morning. Or they will not be here tomorrow morning. And no one will know the wiser. So we have to decide this now before everybody wakes up, before we start the day. If you're here, it's because we value your opinion. And we're not going to debate this. We're not going to take time to talk about it ethically. We're not going to take time to do what we should do, because we don't have that time, and it's going to be a secret ballot. So she passes out papers. So this is the news. How do you vote? And
should we do it in secret?
No, you should not do it in secret. Okay. It's going to affect your life, one way or the other.
Okay.
So how do you vote?
I vote yes.
You vote let him in?
Yeah.
All right. So Kowloon writes. Do you flaunt the secret ballot, or you just maintain?
No, I maintain the secret ballot.
Okay. Everybody else is writing. Carol Carmichael. Epicurious is there.
Bastard.
Which one?
Epicurious.
The new school. Your competitor takers. They've returned from Distributee.
whatever. They're, as the rivals go, they're pretty like, that's the rival you want. The kind of fuck up guy, not like slick professional badass raider mercenary. Like,
I'll take the vegans any day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can still act. We can still act dismissive towards them.
We
right?
look, well, yeah, of course we have to. It's our obligation.
Yeah,
as
blank them in the
professionals.
halls, definitely, but
Yeah.
don't.
Robot house.
All right. IP, how are you doing?
Yeah, let him in. So
Okay.
Have we sold off the last of the real dolls yet?
This is the last week for that.
Then yeah, let them in.
Okay.
I don't want there to be strife from that. Those were ours.
No, he's saying we're still selling them,
Yeah.
so they will see them.
They will see them.
But they
So
don't.
you should, if that's your concern,
Did we file
because isn't
the
it your
serial
turn to get the
numbers
money
off
for
of
that?
them?
Actually, I got the money last week.
It is
It's Malleus's turn.
It's Malleus.
I.e., hit your turn, because Malleus is AWOL.
You can apply Malleus's money towards his
Oh yeah,
expenses.
that's true. Or he can fucking roll maintenance.
Well, then you lose his scam.
Oh yeah, that never mind.
We'll put it towards his maintenance.
Okay.
But they're gonna.
So are you voting to let him in or leave him out?
Let him in.
Okay. All of you roll humanity against stress. This is a financial burden, not a emotional one.
Humanity.
Self-control.
Self-control. Okay, that's what I said.
It's testing you. Is it a crit fail?
No.
No, it's a 6 over 9.
Yeah.
Success.
Success, 12 over 6.
Then you're fine.
I
If you
failed.
fail, you get 1 stress.
All right. Fuck. But I'm getting out of here. I don't even give a shit.
Fine, everything's fine. Did you use your erase everything once?
I did that last
yeah,
time because I was about to fill up trauma.
All right, everyone roll D10 and we'll see who goes first. Everybody's working on retirement plans this week.
2.
6.
1.
This makes vignettes a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's something I need to note. It gets easier as you go on. Anyway, so you are at get to safety, right? You took the base plan?
Yeah, I'm at the last step.
All right, so takers have to have fences all the time to bid for jobs in the recession, but running the border is one thing that if you're a hardened veteran, quite another if you're a soft enclavist that hasn't seen the wastelands since
Well, mine was actually called tryout, so it was a modified thing. Because remember, I wanted to have a job like actually building zombie barracks.
Okay, yeah, that was your final thing?
Yeah,
So you got the safe house, now you have the tryout.
yeah.
All right, so you're not going to send Sierra along before you to the safe house. You're just going to try out a job.
Yeah, I guess we'll go together. So.
Okay. Can I see what we wrote for that?
It was just tryout. Like I haven't updated everything. I don't think. I have bad handwriting too.
Benefit backup and drawback is brain drain. Okay. All right, yeah, we can do that. So,
Turns out that Raphael's going to need more work.
no. All right, so you get a call from an unknown number.
Yeah,
Do you answer?
I answer.
Do you got a expenditure?
Fuck.
Batteries are important.
I actually spent one. I put aside 2 for equipment, so I spent them both instead of buying a helmet, and getting an upgrade.
Oh yeah, if you're not going, do your bank. Aside what you want to spend on what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Ubic.
that'll save time.
So it's only 1 charge instead of
Because I'll be playing most NPCs since you're doing retirement plan.
Okay.
All right, so I spend it.
A young woman comes on. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Mr. I'm sorry. What was the last name?
Johnson.
Iroquois Johnson. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes.
Yes. Hi. My name is Laura Kinney. I work HR for Allosci.
Oh, hi. Yes. Meme. Do I know that?
Yeah, you know. You don't
Okay.
have to roll for it.
All right.
It's not particularly interesting not to know it.
Okay.
They are like the Monsanto of the setting. They are a large genetic engineering corporation. Yeah, they are corporately evil, but like by law standards, not as they're just general corporate evil, not like dystopian jackbooted kidnap squad, just corporate evil.
Right.
You've seen it worse. More like, patenting farm fields.
Sure.
Evil. Yeah, so she's... Mr. Raphael has... He's been showing us some work, and he's saying that you collaborated with him on his
Yes.
latest refugee project.
Yes.
We've been very impressed so far.
I have a lot of experience with this field.
And though, you know, I suppose we shouldn't be talking about this over the air, but we've seen the documentary you were in. We were quite impressed with the work you've done at Le Corbusier.
Yes, that's where I am right now.
Some very innovative designs and sustainable.
Thank you.
It was interesting. Mr. Johnson, we've been looking to expand our presence in the loss in the upcoming reclamation any day now. You know, it's gonna come down. She smirks because no one believes that. But we are looking to design new facilities, and as you know, the blight represents exciting genetic opportunities that we need to study closer.
Flashback to those doctors who go crazy studying it. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
But as you know, studying the blight has certain dangers.
Yes.
Both emotionally and from an epidemiology standpoint. So corn texture is, obviously the
wave of the future.
What fits the bill. And we've been quite interested in your exterior defensive designs. We have a number of architects that work for the CDC, very good at, keeping the lab technicians safe and quarantined. But if we are going to set up facilities in the loss to ease our gathering of...
Right.
We will need a man with experience in that area. I'm interested in a person who has experience on the ground. I'm getting a lot of these, these young, I don't want to say soft, but these citizen Eastern educated, architectural graduates. Right. And I'm pushing for someone who has real world experience.
I have that in aces, spades, as I would say, yes. Flashbacks intensify.
So, but the thing is that I'm at a loss. You don't have credentials that I can show my bosses.
Right. I was finishing up my degree when it happened.
I understand. So, I'm going to need to show them something definitive. Mm-hmm. I know you're a professional, and I'd hate to say we're working for free.
Yeah.
But we are looking to designate a new facility out in the Lost for research purposes, primarily casualty based. And I would like to see blueprints from you. Professionally presented, I'm sure you know that much. I've seen the work you've done with Mr. Raphael. It seems he's taught you how to professionally, present the materials, and you understand that much. And I'm sure he can help you.
He is a good salesman.
Yes.
He outsells himself.
I will need to see that from you. But if I do, I think we could talk about employment for you.
Would that include relocation for me? And I do have a sister here that
Yes, we could relocate you and your family. You would have to get papers. I'm sure. This. Oh, yes, definitely.
That's the first step.
Yes. So we would relocate you from the north, where you are, obviously, because you're not in the loss. Nobody's out there. Yeah. But once we saw that, if I could get this to my bosses, we could easily do.
Yeah, I would appreciate that very much. Thank you for this for calling me.
Yes, so I want to see your proposal for refitting old buildings versus the differences for constructing new buildings. We need a minimum of 50,000 square feet with this. It's just rattling off. Make a self-control check.
Okay. Make it like a boss.
This is a stupefyingly large project.
Yeah.
Like, there should be 4 or 5 architects working on this, not to mention interns.
Yeah.
And she wants you to do it for free as a job interview. But if you pull it off, she will give you a job, and you will go to work every day at a drafting board in a suit, in an office that's air conditioned, where they give you food.
I don't hear the clacking
on the street.
Anymore.
Yes.
I don't have to carry a gun.
Your sister could maybe finish high school.
She got her GED.
In the loss?
No, before that. She's the same age I am.
Oh, she's the same age as you?
Yeah,
she was younger.
It's like fraternal twin.
She was doing life studies in college.
Okay.
She's that kind of person.
So, opportunities abound.
Yeah.
So, that is fulfilled. Now at this point, you can just dedicate everything to that and leave.
Yeah.
But you're going to work for the rest of your life. They're going to put you in a shitty apartment.
No.
You're going to work 6 or 7 days a week. You might be in refugee housing sharing with 15 people.
Right.
But no one's going to try and eat you.
Right.
if you get all this shit done, and then you go chase Mr. Joel's, because you've had an idea. You've had an idea in the back of your mind since you started out here. You're set up for life. You work if you want to. You are converting all that bounty into illegal contacts, business associations. You're pretty much set up, and you never have to worry about going back out there.
So what do I have to do job-wise for that?
If you chase Mr. Joel's,
Is that the
you
job?
are going to design a score.
Okay.
And it's going to be super hard.
Okay.
And you're going to have to convince everybody else to go along with you.
Right.
They will get paid enough to go along with you, and they have a potential for profit along the way because of the score, but they have no guaranteed profit. But if you pull it off, you are set for life.
Okay.
So can you convince them to go on you on one last run? But there's a reason you didn't go do this before. It's because it's stupefyingly dangerous in some way. So that would be it, basically.
Okay.
Or you can do this, and then you can leave whenever you're ready to leave.
Okay.
But the thing you need to do, so finally you have your benefit.
Yeah.
So your benefit is that you have corporate contacts. So anything where Alisine could give you pressure
Yeah.
until they get their basically free building from you.
Right.
They, as long as it's like word service,
Yeah.
you can call them into reference for free any number of times as long as you're going to get them that building. The drawback is brain drain. So you're going to take 2 stress every adventure until you get it off. So you're going to have to spend extra humanity
All right.
to do that because
makes
you are spread real thin right now between everyone wanting the zombie barricade expert and having to do a professional job, even though like the blueprint printer hasn't been cleaned in 5 years and the computer is off. The hard drives run like bad transmissions.
I mean the internship.
Yeah.
I'm the unpaid intern.
Yes. And you're doing this on the side in the midst of, venturing out into a hellish wasteland to encounter ungodly
All right.
creatures.
Well, I want to do Mr. Joel's next section.
Kowloon, stop drawing that.
All right, so we can do that
Let's
after we
shoot the
finish this
zombies.
job. And you can chase Mr. Joel's.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do that. We'll have to talk about that in character.
Yeah.
And then we could do it in character, because there's a way to do scores like that. Or we could...
Have we done that before?
No.
Okay, we should do that then.
All right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there's in character... there's in character opposed, which is like, I think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be this. You roll foresight, and then whoever got the foresight wins.
So kind of like Base Raiders.
And then there's in character collaborative. I think it's going to be this, and then everyone hears rumors
And adds on to
it, and then you roll, and then the rumor is true or not.
Okay. Probably do the collaborative one first.
Yeah.
Since we haven't done either one yet.
No, but I like that idea.
We'll do, yeah.
We already did out of character consensus, which is
Yeah.
like the enclave. That'd be cool. And that's cool. I like that too. But then it's not like your character talking about how you learned about this aspect of the job and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then it's going to be super hard.
Yeah.
Because it's risk reward. If it sets you up for life,
Right.
it's stupid difficult.
Right.
Okay. So there's that. All right. That's your scene. You will take 2 stress.
Oh, just now?
Yep.
Okay.
Until you're out.
I'm glad I made that first.
If you want to pull from retirement plan, if you have that left over, you could do that. But
Yeah.
you just have to pay extra humanity.
Wait, how long can I... so the escape hatch only works once period, or is it once per
Once period.
Okay, so I already used that last session.
Yeah.
So, because I didn't want to get a break point. So, okay, yay for me.
It gets harder as you go on.
I know.
All right,
I have free
so
will.
do your bank for this job.
Okay.
So how much you want to spend on equipment and how much you want to spend on...
Oh, can we do that? One thing, yeah, can we do that after we know how much money we could potentially make if we succeed?
All right, I'll allow that.
Because that's like...
As long as it's before you leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, definitely before we leave.
Because you don't know how... I don't want it to be... Once you know exactly how much money you have.
Yeah.
Because that's not a budget.
Well, yeah.
Right.
But before we leave.
But when we've got an income, or when we've got an estimate,
But if we know,
Like
but
you
I mean,
should get
that's the thing. If we only know this job is only going to pay for our upkeep, then I'm taking a hit.
Well, actually, you don't need to do banks anymore. I need to mark a note for that.
I don't.
Why would you need to do banks? Because
I paid everything.
you can leave at any moment.
Yeah.
Now. As long as you get over the wall.
Yeah. I've done it once before.
It's not that hard. So
Ew, yeah, well, yeah.
we got.
Hey, we stole a car on the way out. It was fine.
We did.
We held a bunch of soldiers hostage.
We got.
They won't remember.
Guess what? We got an awesome truck now.
We got a semi-truck, yes.
Yes,
Oh my-
and by the way, I'm driving.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, who's upkeeping
if
that
you
thing?
do go Mr. Joel's and you leave midway through the campaign, you become a free reference for every.
Yeah, you want me to succeed.
So, like, you can...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything where a
Yeah.
zombie barricade expert would be useful.
2 in the morning, like, oh, God damn it, what is it now?
My friends in low places.
No, hammer the boards diagonally, not cross. It's no.
Triangles and shit.
Yeah.
It's all about triangle.
Oh god. But yeah, we
The
need.
extent of my architectural model.
Yeah, Ross. Once you're out of here, we're gonna craft this thing into the war wagon. So.
All right. What is your first aspect of your retirement plan?
Mine was priority registration. Was the benefit?
All right. Are you in midway? Or is this your second or first?
My first, and I am fulfilled on that. So.
All right. So let me see what we marked as your benefit in your.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, priority registration,
And
which means
scarcity, okay.
yeah. So trying to
Oh, so
remember.
you're still saving for extracurriculars. Okay.
So I am. So, but with everything that we got off, and what I was able to pay off on the last one, I'm almost to my second. So.
Okay. All right.
But I made it this last time, so yeah, and I thought also story-wise we could probably like build it into like, hey, I have also rescued one of your people, so
Okay.
we brought this in.
So, all right, this is actually interesting because I wrote a job for this.
Nope.
All right, so you get called. Do you want to deal with somebody you dealt with before or a different moth?
I have an idea.
You're so excited. Go ahead.
Eric John Roche, the elder spokesman of the Moths.
No, he is not.
Damn it!
He died. John Ross is
Wait.
his casualty corpse is rolling.
What about
somewhere in the
Omar's
woods.
character from that? Taylor Banyan or Banyan Taylor.
Never mind. Ross
Damn
is
it.
not participating.
Damn it.
These are setting characters. All right, make your own references of wacky schmackety do.
I will.
I will do Eric John Ross.
But
come on, Greg.
I forgot who was the name of the guy who I dealt with the last.
Oh, you'll deal with Sarge this time.
Sarge. Okay, Sarge.
So Sarge is no longer a sergeant. The Moths are basically made up of a 4-person group. There's Nat, the system admin who went and maintained the Ubix servers and the power plant as best she could after the crash and attracted other people to her. Hipster, the person who monetized it. So rather than just making them a charity, they made it
Business.
since they're already holding the servers hostages against invasion by the U.S. government. There's that.
I'm gonna say he's
There's
the CEO.
Banhammer, who is a raider that they converted after he was unconventionally difficult to kill. So they hired him.
I want to be that. That's my
favorite character name. of all
Banhammer's
time.
going to write a setting chapter. God willing.
Nice.
And then there's Sarge, who was part of the DHQS. Well, they didn't exist, but he's part of the army team meant to secure the Ubix servers so the government could use them to facilitate the recession and leave over half the population to die.
And he essentially went native.
He let at the convincing of Natch, he committed treason and did a civil war on other members of the army. So he organized a mutiny, basically.
Okay.
So thus far we've worked with Nat and Hipster.
And Banhammer briefly took a message when it was his shift.
Yeah.
He's more of an outdoor type.
Mostly I just hit things.
You get a message, obviously. Spin it up to you, Vic.
Or a laptop in your case.
Well, it's
Whatever.
same thing. So
IP?
yes.
Hi, I'm Mr. Ramirez. I guess people call me Sarge, obviously, but I just wanted to commend you and thank you for what you did at Bravo. I mean,
Yeah, no problem. I'm just sorry that we didn't get it to there sooner. We probably could have saved more. If we had possibly gotten there a little bit earlier.
Listeners, I'm shaking my head. There's no way we could. Those people were doomed. They were fucked.
I've worked with Hokosai before, and she'll bounce back from this. It's pretty rough.
I hope so.
I really appreciate that. What I'm more impressed with is I've heard we have people in Cahokia not thrilled about whatever went on in that nursery. I'm hearing some contrary rumors, but thing went bad. But we're obviously not liked. And for what you did, you saved them, and so I'm very. You didn't have to do that. Your job was finished for us, and you did that pro bono. So that's rep.
Well,
appreciate that.
Well, and kind of paraphrasing, in rough times, some people say men have a choice, and we kind of looked at and said we don't. So,
well, I understand not everybody's on the same page. So here's the thing. I think you're good for this. We're going to save you a spot. Do you have any family?
Yeah, I have my brother and my mom, although they're pretty self-sufficient and they can take care of themselves. So
leave them.
It's not that worry. Although anything I could do to help, kind of on my way
Mr.
out.
Williams, did we just see your nose?
Well, 3 people is pretty big.
Yeah.
And we're obviously a high-demand city, but we're constantly under siege. There are more stewards lurking around in the woods around here than anywhere else in the Lost. They want what we have, and we only survive by threatening to kill ourselves before they get it, along with the servers and the power plant and basically the entire internet infrastructure that remains to exist for the world. So, here's the thing. 3 places is a lot, but I want people who are good and who are on message, so I think that's you. But I understand you have to work with people who aren't here, so we will give you priority registration, but we need you to do some stuff for us. We can pay your friends, we can't pay you. So the next job you do for us, if you need to talk to your buddies about this, they will be compensated. We'll negotiate a price. I'm going to need you to do what it costs, because I need to know that this Cahokia thing wasn't a fluke. I need to know that you're on board with our mission.
No, and I am, because I've seen what the DHQS does up front, and I do not like it. And I would rather at least be on the side that's helping everybody versus screwing over for whatever insane goal they have in mind.
So yeah, all right. Well, if you talk to your friends about this,
yeah,
and if you want, I have a job ready for you. Just give me a call back.
Yeah, no, you will have my message as soon as I can.
All right. So your benefit is that they're saving you a place at Big City for you and your family, which is a big deal. It's the best place to live in the Lost that isn't not the Lost.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's your drawback is it ain't post scarcity. Other people get paid for the job, but they want a discount and not paying you shit. So you're going to have to eat the entire cost of doing one job. You could get incidental stuff in the bounty, like they don't care if you pick up bounty on the way or do anything like that or do the real dolls or anything like that. But they're going to cut out your share. Basically, in negotiations.
Okay.
So I have a question game mechanics-wise for that. So I understand the principle he would be making a profit on that, but if he does an entire job, then if he doesn't make any money, he has to roll maintenance for everything, and everything he has is going to break. So how is he going to deal with that maintenance roll? Like,
he can pull from his retirement plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'd still probably have to make
He has 15 bounty in his second retirement plan.
Okay. But I would still have to make self-control.
It's going to make a self-control check.
In order to do that.
The bank account just went down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And in this case, I could also ask you if you're okay with it.
Yeah, you have savings. It's just the budget thing. You can pull from your savings whenever you want. It just freaks you out. Okay. Just like I can pull from my savings whenever I want.
So,
it freaks
and
me
just
out.
Looking toward the future when we're thinking about jobs after we get done with David's, if you're okay giving me the 7, which is at the cost of Tom's
and our scam.
Since we may not even need it, since if we're dealing directly with the mods, they may give us a fairer deal.
So how rainy of a day do you want it to be? So without a networking checks, one of the other benefits, since you have priority registration, no competition, and you don't have to make a networking desk to find this job. You just call him back if you want to know about it. All right, so David, where are you at? Or rather, Mauve.
Get papers, and I'm 6 away from a safe house. That last job was very profitable for me.
It was.
Yes.
Profitable for all of us.
Yeah.
Damaging for all.
Yeah, you also came back broken shells of men.
Yeah.
So that's what
It
it's supposed to be.
It looked at a coffee cup and wound ourselves into a fetal position.
Yeah.
To be fair, even those softies living here did that too.
Yeah. By the way, opinions of takers in Le Corbusier still very mixed.
Really?
Between horrifying flashback and, man, I had a latte in forever.
Actually, I'm going to ask something
That's
at
art,
least of the
man.
character.
It's fucking art.
How did Cynthia react to the Starbucks incident?
Oh, she slept in. They closed by the time she woke up.
Oh.
Hardcore bandit. By the way, you're still at double for everything because you are still addicted to soap.
Oh, no, I'm at 8. I know I'm at breakpoint,
Okay.
so it's still written down.
So, yeah. You got to fight a lot and it's into the
I found out that Starbucks tastes better with Selma in it.
It does! Stability vitamin. It's helping.
It tastes like lowered expectations.
So, you were at Get Papers.
It tastes like settling.
Exactly.
So, benefit is escape hatch. The drawback is coercion. So, criminal conduct, there's a new reference in your character sheet. Even over the taker's charisma. Alright. So, do you want to talk to a specific crime boss?
Actually,
Fresno Bob.
Do you want to talk to Eric John Ross? I can do that.
Is he a crime boss?
He could be a crime boss.
Oh my
He didn't have
god.
a crime boss, but nonetheless.
One who survived 5 years in this. Yeah.
They kept biting me, and the casualties just went,
they couldn't make it through my thick skin. Well, trying to think of one that fits in with the theme naming. Quick, somebody give me a word that means purple.
Violet.
Fuchsia?
That'll work.
Yeah. Like the days of fuchsia past?
Alright, he's just named Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Alright, he's a valet in the recession.
Going ahead.
So you're calling him, so spend a charge whenever you're calling him on.
That would be the Ubik.
Alright, the webcam opens up on a man. He's got he's in a tent. It's very loud outside. He's in a large cardigan. He's morbidly obese, surrounded by men carrying guns. Next to his table, he has a glass of red wine and a hamburger.
So, for the listeners at home, Caleb will be doing Will Ferrell from The Spoils of
I will
Babylon.
be failing to do Will Ferrell from Spoils of Babylon.
I'm sure he...
Yes, who is this? Pipe down out there!
Well,
You damn savages!
Am I speaking to Mr. Fuchsia? This is the Moth Hand.
Oh, yes. Yes, your email. I find your name compelling, obviously. I love, color is so hard to come by in these drab refugee camps. It's like a good port. It's hard to find. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, I understand that you are the man to speak to when we seek asylum.
Oh, yes, I am quite the artiste, with, watermarks, as they say, in the business. I'm a document for you. That's just want to be clear about that. I forged documents illegally for money.
Are you also a sniper?
No.
Huh. Weird.
I have people for that. I find warfare exhausting.
Fair enough. Also true. But yes, we would like to avail ourselves of your services. I've got a total of 4.
Oh, yes, send me their names. Do they have current ID? Old ID, so to speak. That'll help speed things along.
As a matter of fact, we do. We are all dead, though, as far as it is concerned.
Oh, who isn't dead these days, dear? Hasn't kept the rest of the population down. Anyway. Can they work? I have a lovely brothel that I'm opening recently. Just a really classy place. Not the normal, used cars, fare. For For the refugee that still likes the finer things in life.
I'm not entirely certain that Franklin would be okay with working in a brothel, but...
We always need new fencemen or body burners. We need corpse juicers to create the cadaverine. Lots of work I could put them to use around here.
Well, we do have... 2 of the 3 would be very good for work, yes. They're honest hands. They would be more than happy to.
What are they skilled? Their age? Do they have good teeth?
Very interesting teeth.
Yes, they do have good teeth. Mostly we did office work before all of this. We were really, really good at paperwork. But out here in the Lost, we do whatever we have to. I know that Robert has done a lot of manual labor. He's gotten very good at being left-handed.
Oh, are you trying to pawn gimps off of me? I'm sorry, it's not the PC term, lames.
I wouldn't say lames, but handy-capable.
Oh, the unfortunate... It's quite hard to come up with the unfortunate. You have to come up with, obviously, the handicap stickers and the driver's license, and then you have to go back and fulfill records with various other, medical institutions to make it seem as if they've always been, maimed abominations and not whole people. There's many questions if they've lost a limb to a bite or something like that. But it's a lot of work for me. I'm getting older.
I
like to turn in early.
And I also understand that that's why this is going to be at a premium.
Yes, this will require constant work on my part. It will take a number of weeks. I'm sure you can continue the payments then.
Oh, absolutely, sir. And who am I to rush art?
All right. So Fuchsia will do it. You're going to pay the fee, but he's also basically going to blackmail you for money every single session.
So he's
as if he's constantly a needy reference.
Yes.
If you miss payments and he goes to severed, you lose your papers. So basically he's going to constantly extort you to hold the papers in escrow until people arrive. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
All right.
And I just have to say I love the return of Blobbert Smith.
Okay, that's retirement plans. Everybody's doing their banks.
Yep.
Eventually. Look for jobs. You have one job line open. Everybody can make networking tests.
Yep. I'll go and do that.
What's the one that's
See what
open?
we can find out.
The moths.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
He would get paid. He would not.
Let's find out what happens through the grapevines.
Moths is a job line. No competition.
Yeah.
although
You can also use networking to figure out prices.
I make a networking check to see if there are any other jobs.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll put mine towards price on his. So
On
that
the
we,
mob
and
job.
I'll
All right,
he can
so
price
you're
it.
looking networking job for another job?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
and I rolled a
There.
7/6 for
Equilibrium? Are you trying to find the price or a different job?
find the price on his.
Find the price.
And I'll find the price on the moth's job.
Okay.
Yes.
Notably, though Malleus is out walkabout, there are 2 men that have taken up residence in the Leighton ghetto, and they have a sign out to seeking takers. So they are both extremely latent. One is a diminutive man in somewhat academic clothes for the loss, but
We're supposed to do that service contract for the DHQS.
yes, the service contract. There is also you can do the service contract. It requires you to head either. You will have to drive pretty far away. The closest is Distributee. There is another enclave called Home that has another possible recruit.
I'm not sure.
Getting to Home would require taking the nat gas truck and just driving it until it runs out of gas and abandoning it. So you would have to skip many legs by just getting as far as you could and then travel after that. It will be far away. You will likely spend the night at Home and take a while to get out back. Distributee is pretty far away, but it is 5 legs. So
Okay.
that is the next recruitment job. He needs you to go on the road, basically.
Right.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am doing the.
So yes, you know a job there being offered by these Leightons in the ghetto. You have rolled that it is a red 7, black 7. That's 14 bounty total. At the equilibrium price, that means it is a scarce. No, it is a not a scarce code. It's a volatile market, meaning that there aren't many people willing to work with them, so they are going to pay high prices.
Okay.
And I succeeded on my networking check for the Moth's job.
Okay. Actually, no. It means that they are actually seeking takers everywhere.
Okay.
So they are naming their prices. And many people are trying to get in.
Right.
They apparently need the work pretty hard. So what did you do?
I was rolling to see what the equilibrium was on the Moth's job.
Equilibrium on the Moth's job is... I rolled these before.
Oh, it's boop boop ba-doo.
Boop, boop, ba-doo.
That's
It
gonna be
is
good.
red 7B3. It is flooded. Whatever they are doing, a lot of people are willing to do it. So, as a service, the market is flooded with supply.
Sounds easy.
So it's keeping prices down.
So, yeah, keep prices down,
So
but we can...
none of these are like invariable. They just describe what you have to do.
Yeah.
So in a volatile market, you need to become the monopoly and eliminate the competition.
Yeah.
In a flooded market, you need to eliminate competition or raise demand to meet supply. Stuff like that.
But we have no competition for this one, as far as we know, so...
Yeah. So yeah, we don't know anything about them.
But you would
there's
be
a
getting...
third job that you know, but you don't know much about it. You could...
Who is it for?
You don't know. You just
How
know
do we know
people are
which
asking
job?
for work.
research check on that, or...?
Yeah. You could look for work at home, basically, because you need to go the recruitment route.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you're looking
Not
for
our
jobs
home.
away from... Yeah.
Okay.
So that could be a reference if somebody wants to do that.
Okay. Let's see, is there a way to do it without using networking? One of the other social skills? Sensitivity? Ask the right people?
They wouldn't know at Le Corbusier.
So,
So you use your networking checks. Somebody could try a networking test for that, because I actually haven't tried, so it's not one.
I'll give it a networking try. So.
All right.
What's your networking?
2.
Okay.
Mine's 3.
It's a different
so
network, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not one and done.
Yes, that's 12 over 2.
All right, you know that there is a man named Menace who is a renowned slingshot business. Slingshots are much more popular than they used to be,
Weird.
as they're good ways to clean fences
Yeah.
and not spin ammo,
Yeah.
and quite sustainable as weaponry go
Yeah.
to keep your distance. And he has a slingshot business. Apparently, he has a bit of a supply problem on his manufacturing, so he is looking for someone to solve that for him.
And where is this?
Home, it is.
Okay, this is the one that we do the
Yeah,
survey.
So this is within
it's
Las
like
Vegas.
10 or so legs away. It'd be like
Oh.
4 legs by the time you ran out of gas.
Okay.
Okay, oh, that's the long haul. So.
Yeah, it's a long one.
unless we were able to refill on gas somewhere along the way.
Well, it's natural gas.
It's a natural
Natural
gas,
gas.
so it's very unlikely you will find
natural gas.
like a refilling station.
So, or if we can find a trade-off that we can get it before we go, so...
Well, then that would use it.
You can find another vehicle, basically.
Yeah.
So there is whatever the job for the moths is. You can try and seek that out. You know what it's being offered at. There's the job at home, which would be one way to fulfill the recruitment contract. So you could get the 15 bounty for recruitment
Yeah.
if you go to home. And then there is the job for whatever those latent guys want.
Can I do a networking to find out how much home, the equilibrium on home?
Yeah. Nobody's tried that. You're spending charges, right? For
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, I will do that, so make sure my...
So it's a 12 over 5 on my roll.
The job for home is red 5, black 10, 15 bounty. It's barely scarce, so discourage competition to raise, and you get a monopoly, basically.
Okay.
Make sure you're the only game in town.
Well, that would be pretty easy. It's like so fucking far. Well, we don't know what the taker situation is. Up
Yeah.
there. So,
And who would be going against?
This
so,
would be a little odd for going for home.
Yeah.
You would go there, do your recruitment job, and then negotiate prices.
I gotcha.
Although home
So you
is,
do your legs first.
Yeah.
Well, and also not knowing what the next
but we have a plus
DHQS... Well, not knowing what the next DHQS test is going to be, and if that might put us at odds with anybody else over there. That
Well, it's not going to be the same thing. We're not going to be shooting. We're not going to be dry firing guns. At
Oh, I assume it's not going to be the same thing, but it might...
Someone else is going to be HR director.
Yeah, but the problem is they might
Mr. E likes to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So he likes to play mind games, and he will pick another person to play a mind game.
But we'd have to see if we want to send an unpleasant person to do an unpleasant job.
So here's the idea on that, though. The the latents are at 14.
Yeah.
The moths are at 10.
Mm-hmm.
And home is 15. So home will be the most profitable by 1, except for one thing. We would be losing the truck.
Yes.
Because there's no way we can do it and take the truck and keep it.
Right.
So I'm saying...
The truck's basically good for a one-way trip at this point. You could keep it in your pocket, or you could use it now.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. But natural gas is hard to come by. Anyway. So, like, it would be a lot of bounty to fill it up. It's not an upkeep. It would be a lot of upkeep to keep it going.
I'm not making you spend upkeep on the big ass truck.
Okay.
I'm going to assume you're going to let the enclave use it. So
if
that
they can fill it up, yeah.
Well, I mean, they will keep care of it if something comes up where they need to haul a big ass.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
See, that's something we see. Look, we're helping the enclave out. We bought a big ass truck.
Like I said, very tortured opinion of takers.
God damn it.
In Le Corbusier. They're very thrilled. They love the lion fortifications.
Yeah.
Carmichael hates you for not taking care of the lions earlier. The Union guys aren't thrilled that they're seeing their real dolls, that they come in, hollow-eyed and terrified, or that you didn't come help them. It's more money, more problems.
Fair enough.
But I would say if you're willing to go along with the moth's job, because again, it's
I want to talk to the Laytons and find out what their job actually is before I do anything. Like, they're right there.
Okay.
Just go there.
That's fine.
What do you want us to do?
It's like
We'll talk you through the fence.
Well, we can actually do that without going.
All right, so you're going to talk to him.
Yeah. Hello. I'm Kevin. I'm a taker with the Brutalists. You may have heard of us. As those assholes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Fellwinter.
Hi, Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Dr. Winters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fellwinter is my name.
Oh, Fellwinter is one word. Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was... sorry.
No. It's not really my job. You'd have to talk to Cutie.
Kiwi?
Cutie. You'll
okay.
see so the guy comes around make self-control check.
Son of a bitch.
He looks
orange. It's an ironic name. Yeah, no.
So when he got bit, it was obviously on the face and a lot. Think like Jonah Hex on both sides.
Yeah.
Covered with black veins. He is fucked up looking. One eye patch. Real messed up. You local takers?
Yes, I'm one of the Brutalists.
You're not one of them vegan sets?
No, we're not with Epicurious.
I heard good things about them from Distributee. But, I'll take what I can
How are
get.
things on Distributee? I heard they had an election recently.
Yeah. Closser won, obviously.
Out of character, who is that? Is it
Incumbent.
The status quo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so more of the same.
Yeah.
All right.
But, it happens.
Yeah.
But, we're looking for a crew that can take a dangerous job. It's not dangerous. It's stupid.
Okay.
It's a damn dumb thing to do and real risky. But we need it, and you'll feel good doing it, which I can't say much for taker work.
Well, if you tell me what it is, then I can tell the rest of my crew, and then if we decide we want to do it, we can come back and negotiate a price.
I'm from Leper. We're a Layton-only community.
Okay.
We don't like living in fucking cages like animals like y'all do it around here. And there is a workforce that would be that we would be happy to have. People that are not accepted elsewhere that we would be happy to give a home, but they are being detained against their will locally by a group. I need someone to rescue them.
That wouldn't happen to be the machine, would it?
Nope.
Okay.
Way worse.
Oh.
Raiders? Cultists?
We talk for real, and that's it.
All right. I'll tell my people. All right, so it's a feel-good job. Rescuing Laytons from bad people.
See you again.
Meme, could I make a check to try and figure out who those really bad people are?
Sure.
Who hates Laytons the most?
Goddamn it, Malleus. Yes, I make it.
If they're worse than the machine, who is pretty well equipped militarily, It's either a corporation, DHQS, or one of the weird public-private
Randians?
Public-private corporations like Stop Loss, like the quasi-military government group that hunts people out there. So it's either like Aloshine, like a genetic thing, if they're experimenting on latents. It's DHQS because, of course, it's an evil thing. They're into that.
Yeah.
Or some public-private trust thing.
Well, I mean, we'd feel better, but...
Or possibly Ivory Plains.
Like Stop Loss.
No, Ivory Plains are just
Or
shit.
Green Frond, which is the engineering company that takes place of the drone farming.
Yeah.
Those are all kind of like not public institutions, but so heavily dependent on that they kind of are. Too big to fail companies, basically.
Right. Like Rand or something.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds a bit scary.
You did say that it would be stupid.
Well,
He's being upfront with you about it.
No, he is.
he is being upfront, but also...
So there will be complications, but it might not necessarily be...
And I can't guarantee...
I'm not telling you what the job's really about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that, the Moths wouldn't be, stupid as well, because... about what they're about, but... After the last mission, I'm not really wanting to go into something like that.
Really? You're getting a little disenchanted with your buddies?
So, not disenchanted with you, disenchanted with, the situation, and we ran ourselves ragged. Granted, we got the hell of a
because we
pay.
went after multiple jobs. We had our mouths were bigger than our stomachs.
True, but also...
Our eyes were bigger.
Well, and you could talk to the moths, too.
Yeah, find out what the job
Okay, so I
Even
can't
though
talk
we
for
ran
them.
completely out of ammo, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they would
We
even
had
disclose
coffee
it.
afterwards.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, if he'll
That
disclose it
makes
before we go to
almost
negotiations,
dying,
I'll be happy to do it. So
Yeah.
so I'll bring back up with Sarge.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you hanging on the outside of that semi-rig.
Hey,
Mr.
I was
Mr.
inside the trail. I don't know. You've been bitching about that for goddamn
Pretty
weeks.
loud there. What's
Just kind of isolate my mic. Is that better? Okay.
yeah.
Sorry about that. My group is amiable to looking into the job. We would just need some more detail, a couple more details before possibly entering into negotiations.
All right, are you alone right now?
I can be it, so I'll take it. I'll take it into the broadcast studio, turn off everything, and.
All right, I'm going to run this through an anonymizer. If you claim it to anyone, we will deny everything, and you will never see you, Big City.
Understandable. So
he writes a message. It's one thing to be a social justice advocate. It's another thing to be a social justice warrior. You got to have blood in the game. The one way we know to trust you is that we can destroy you and you can destroy us. A man needs to die, and he needs to do it for good reasons. And you need to be the one who does it for us. If you do this, we know you're dedicated. You can come. Pitch it to your friends however you want. That's the job. I understand if you're uncomfortable with it. But I committed treason to save thousands of lives and killed men I fought in foreign wars with. Some of my best friends with my hands. If you're not willing to do that, you're not ready to be a moth.
since we're not in your
No, just cursor blinking. He's not chatting with you. He sent it. It's anonymized. You can tell anybody he wants that he's never going to talk to you again. The moth lines will close. But he needs you to assassinate something.
should have known you were going to pull this on me.
So it's like high demand, or lots of supply, low demand. So it's like motherfuckers are lining up to ice this dude.
That is true. You know that from the price. If the price is this high, it means they know somebody's going to do it eventually. They would want it to be someone they control. But it's not something they can't. If it's a gamble, it's a pretty good gamble. You do know that from making the price. So high supply. Dude's probably hated. So yeah. It's keeping the price down, so that'd be something you can manipulate with a scam.
Yeah. Although, granted, you guys would be getting the better out of it because I'm pretty much doing it for nothing. So,
well, you have to withdraw from the bank unless you do something else in order to pay.
I'll calculate negotiation normally, and Aaron just won't get a share. But you won't get to split his share.
Okay.
You just won't get a share.
Right.
that'll be
the discount.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaron's share.
They'll be getting that. Although, like I said, we can get from other ones. Like, if we don't use Tom's Phaeton, I can get the last of the...
You can pay for some of your upkeep.
Yeah.
So, true, and then anything else on the side of the road that we get, if you're willing to...
If we're lucky. And we want to go through an aircraft full of soldier zombies again.
So that's it. That's what you know about that one.
Okay. So we have...
Pretty much anything after that, you got to negotiate.
So, rescuing Layton's...
From a government or corporate...
From a hardened facility.
Not necessarily hard. It's probably it could be just like a work farm, like some guard towers with some dudes, like cool hand loot. Well, not even cool hand loot, but like it could be a cool.
Again, if you're going to hire someone to do a big ass crime, you don't want to be connected to it, so he's not going to tell you anything more.
No, that's fair. That's fair. No, that makes sense.
Until you get skin in the game, you know what I mean?
Right. Then the only other job left is the one at home, which we don't know. We would have to use networking to find out.
Yeah, you can do that.
Between the two, I'm thinking that the Layton job is probably going to be...
But the one at home also gives you the access to the service contract.
Yeah.
And we don't know where...
so it pays the most, but then you could also do the recruitment, so you're looking at 30 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also may cost the most, too, so...
Exactly. Welcome to Red Markets.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
Well, I mean, I would say just spend a networking thing to find out what the home job is.
All right.
At least to find out what the activity is.
Well, that's all you can find out with one networking. Anything more would be a reference, but a reference.
That's what I mean. Spend
a reference would get you more.
So.
All right. That's okay. I will call up my former gun dealer, who still refuses to give me his name to this day.
Call him Gage. He'll like that. What?
No.
Is he wheelchair bound?
He's a weeaboo. He loves ninjas.
No, it's Mr. Remington. It's got to be Mr. Remington.
All right, so you spend a charge.
Mm-hmm.
May I take your order?
Oh, hello. It's me again.
Oh, hello.
How's business?
Booming as always.
Well, I understand that one of your competitors got his feelers out.
Of whom do you speak?
A man who lives in the settlement home. I understand he's a real menace.
Dennis, that asshole. Yes, still slingshots. It's a good way to die. Archaic weaponry like that and nonsense.
Oh, that's one of them. Okay, so
children's toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you need to know?
Well, he's offering a job, and kind of interested in the work.
It's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go. How do I word it? I don't live there, so it's rather far from home. What do you know about the job?
Well,
and how much would we be spoken?
Menace never leaves the fence, so he just sits there. He's a damn whittler. He just whittles his slingshots all day, puts them on the drones to whoever's buying the useless pieces of crap. But I imagine if he's having somebody go on the fence, he's having a supply problem. It's probably not wood or aluminum to make it out of. I imagine what's in short supply is the rubber. So if he's having a supply side problem, he's sourced some rubber, and he needs you to go get it because he's a wimp.
Probably a tire yard or something. Well, that would be really hard. Yeah.
Problem with a tire yard is that we're talking vulcanized there.
Yeah. Fair enough. Toy store, something like that.
He sourced rubber.
Yeah.
And he's going to need it because you need those for slingshots.
Yeah.
It's hard to find nowadays.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So fetch rubber, kill someone.
We go to Portlandia. The
Yes, go to Brazil. It's only up Brazilian legs.
It's a Brazilian leg.
Oh.
Caleb gets a fate point.
All right, what do you guys want to do? In character, talk about it.
Well, Aaron, what do you tell us about the moth job?
Is it safe?
What do we have to do?
Test is important. That's why people make separate networking tests.
So
they only know about the job.
I kind of don't want to rate it. I mean, it sounds morally uplifting to rescue a bunch of lanes, but it also sounds like we could get shot doing it really easily. So.
And there's a certain amount of hazard there because I'm trying to think how to avoid talking about the elephant in the room, but I tend to be fairly precise when I'm shooting at something that could go Victor and kill my ass. You tend to be fairly precise about shooting at something that could go Vector and kill your ass.
Just put a lot of bullets in it.
And IP uses a shotgun.
He's the opposite of precise. The first Vector he killed, he literally emptied his clip into.
Yeah. And also,
It works.
It did work.
And I'll admit, with my shotgun, I've hit more than I've missed.
All right, that's something.
Yeah, he's not bad and no evil. It's not,
Yeah.
blowing holes in the ceiling.
I'm going to be honest.
Yes, you should. I assume that. Now I'm
Honesty is a good
distrustful.
policy.
But anyway, please go on.
That they have asked me to. Well, it's like they've asked me to take care of somebody, so that as.
You mean like?
Yes.
Okay. We still got to kill a motherfucker.
Yes, although it has to be me.
What do you mean? Oh, you have to be the one that pulls the trigger?
No, he never said that.
Oh, I thought that was then. So okay.
Somebody's gonna die.
Good. You do it for me. Do it. Take that.
Am I getting paid? We've all killed people at this point.
No, the pay is.
We killed 6 police officers.
Well, from what I've understood,
Actually, technically, we only killed 4
You
police
killed a
officers.
teenager.
I don't know the target.
We only killed 4 police officers. There were 2 we left for dead.
And
one
you
got-
capped the teenager, so.
You've killed people too.
All right, so what do you want to do?
So, but in any case, I don't know the
Have this
target. Other
delightful
than that,
Honestly, I
Given
vote for the
prob-
rubber job because that sounds like the least dangerous.
Where's this guy? We got axe.
And we can get the service.
I don't know
contract.
yet. So that's pretty much no location
But
given, other than the fact that
It's your job. Like, honestly,
I'm sorry.
I vote for the rubber, but I'm not. Out of my ranking, it would be the rubber job, then the assassination, and then freeing the slaves. Because that sounds like from the least dangerous to the most dangerous. I could leave, by the way, now. I have enough money to retire, but I don't want to work a shit job all my life. So this is all...
2 days from retirement.
Yeah, 2 days for... Oh, fuck. No, I don't say that. Don't say that.
Are you carrying a picture of your sister with
I don't
you?
get a pension. It's not even accurate.
why do you have a picture of a boat in your wallet?
God damn it. But if you want to do this, I'm not going to... You've been a good coworker, and you've been reliable, and that's very rare in these days. So if you want to take care of this for these moth people, because I know you said they're going to help your family out, too. Like...
I will be honest with you, since I know you can keep the secret.
Yeah.
For this, they're going to move me to Ubik City. They'll be coming with me to Ubik City.
Well, when you retire.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I know. We all ideally we all live somewhere where it is safe.
But then they'll be able. It's safe while I'm doing something that I know is making a difference.
Okay. I mean, if you I don't want to. I think having the truck here for a while will help build up some goodwill and locally safe. So I don't want to burn that right away.
So, but no, I would like to get this out of the way, especially since I do feel that I owe them up.
But we haven't heard from the Mauve. Like, I mean. An assassination thing isn't exactly fucking... I don't feel like an assassin. I'm kind of...
Well, it gets easier after the 3rd one. I mean...
No, we've all killed people. I don't like doing it. I'm not saying that. I don't like going out the wall either, but I still do it. But I know, what do you want to do?
Well,
The most profitable does sound like the rubber job.
it would be the most profitable.
Yeah.
Because we would also get the chance for one of you to play HR while we're there.
Yeah.
Most likely him. But I'm thinking we might find out where this guy we need to axe is. So we might whack him on the way. Home is 10 leagues away.
No, and
unless home is... All right, we know that home is like this way, right?
Yeah, it's one direction.
You could try and ask, tell me where I need to go.
So I will see if I can get that. I will get that information. What is the location?
That's a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh, I understand you want me to commit this horrible crime for you. Just tell me the exact location and win.
Actually, no, I will bring it up in the terms of debating with coworkers. They may be wanting to go an opposite.
I'm not debating you on moral.
Need at least a location to possibly.
All right, so you're going to persuade.
Yeah, need at least a general idea of where it is.
All right.
Yes, 6/5.
Distributee.
Oh. we're gonna effect some sort of regime change.
Oh God, so much of a political assassination.
But there is a recruitment job there.
Yeah, so
One
we
of
could
the
do
possible
both.
So you could get the 15 for that service contract.
Well, hey, why don't
I
we?
was not going to just volunteer that information.
Yeah.
I had to make you work for it.
No, it's fine. So
All right, so we can do both.
There we go.
If
You
the,
cannot do both. Distributee and home are in different directions.
oh, I thought Distributee was home was near.
No.
Oh, okay.
Home is in a different direction. This is,
on the
if you
other
want to
hand-
take the tour, that's
Okay,
the
okay.
recruitment drive.
Okay.
Visiting different enclaves. So you would visit this enclave. You would have a job before you got there, though.
Yeah.
The moths would give you
Yeah.
a very specific job.
Yeah.
Whereas home, you would go and then negotiate for the job.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in.
For which one?
Distributee.
Distributee.
We can- Oh, look, it's a quick little day trip. I mean, it's only like 3 legs away.
Home's about your enclave size. Distributee is like one of the biggest cities in the Lost.
We'll be able to take a look for a few things that we've been needing. We can go on our little shopping trip,
Yeah.
whack this guy, recruit that guy, turn around and come back with bags full. It's a win-win.
Okay.
Personally, I think we should have done this ages ago.
We didn't have the opportunity to do this before. It was monitoring the elections.
So you're
Oh, you're right.
So you're okay helping me with this one, or
Yeah, no, I'll do. We'll do it for you.
Absolutely. Just find the name of the target. We'll get a little bit of intel.
Well, we'll do the whole negotiation.
We'll laugh. We'll schmooze.
No,
we'll have a nice
you're
trip.
our man. You're gonna go up front. I mean, we're all conspirators now, so
yeah, no, this is going to be like the child who starts the revolution. Go shoot John Connor when he's
this is the
4.
malls. We're gonna probably shoot the asshole, the
They got
status
elected.
quo guy in charge.
Probably.
All right,
Or
you want
one
to use
that's
Tom's
right-handed.
scam or not?
How much a bounty is Tom worth?
7.
Tony, he's 10 to pay for his everything. 3 just to keep him alive, and he makes malfunction rolls on everything.
So
And that's 10
I will say I will step away from this one since that'll be up to you two.
I just pay his breakpoint to keep him alive.
So it's
We don't
3
need to
additional
scam. Yeah.
on the break.
Well, I'm actually pushing for pay the whole cost.
For 13 bounty.
No, 10.
10 total?
10 total.
Okay. So we get the scam.
He has a fucking hammer. He's got very little equipment.
Okay. We had armor too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll pay for his goddamn hammer so we can get the scam.
Hey, scam can be useful.
No, it is. It is.
We want to get maximum payout because,
We always want to get maximum pay.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be helpful.
and it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier with.
So is everybody's breakpoint the same? You're still 3.
I just
Mom's at
upgraded.
5. You're at 8. But I'm only going to factor in 4. So 6, 10, 15. Breakpoint, hazard pay per leg, expenses. Can you add up expenses for me really quick? And yeah, so who's going to do negotiation?
No, it would be me.
Okay.
By my count, that should be 48 Caleb.
48, okay. But we don't factor in tops. You just have to pay tops.
Okay,
So it's going to be minus 8. All right.
so 40.
Okay. Cool. And this would be 4 legs. So 3 times 4 is 12.
So
1 taker, 1 leg, 1 per bounty per taker per leg.
okay.
So, all right. Who's negotiating?
Always me.
Okay.
So I'll give him the contact information.
Now
To,
keep in mind, any scans you do to learn his spots are going to have to be done online. But you can do things online also to manipulate the equilibrium price.
Okay.
So roll leadership. Burn a charge off the laptop.
I'm gonna
can I
spend
give it to
a
him
will
just on his
trip.
Ubix though?
Oh yeah, you can use his Ubix. Yeah.
You might save that. I mean, this is just how many rounds we're going to go.
Yeah, but if I fail that check, I have no idea.
Oh, you don't? Oh, it just ends when it ends.
Yeah.
It is what it
So
is.
that's an important check
Okay.
to make, so I'm spending a will.
Okay.
Besides, I bought an extra one just for this.
So you flipping it?
flipping it. So that's going to be 8 over 2.
8 over 2? All right. Well, it's off the natural number, so it's 3 rounds.
Okay.
Okay. That's enough for each of us to do one every round.
All right.
And he gets to go first.
You're a mauve, I take it?
The Maw of Hand.
All right. I know you know we're working with IP. We were impressed with your work in Cahokia.
Thank you. It was quite a job.
Jeff Pokerface Closser has been running Distributee since they developed a governmental system. They run a parliamentary monarchy, though they do call him the mayor. He has ultimate executive veto privilege and executive privilege for that. It's a leftover from the days post-crash, when it was very desperate to shore things up. They needed speed. They needed the trains to run on time. They didn't need democracy. Mr. Closser has won his first election again. He has won it illegally. We need him removed from office. There are quite a few people who would be interested to see him removed from office. I need him removed from office and democracy restored to Distributee for the sake of the travelers who get charged tariffs, for the sake of all those people who are going to die once he sells them out to the DHQS, for any number of reasons. I need democracy restored to Distributee. And I need credit for restoring democracy given to one of those many factions in the town that he has angered.
So not only is this going to be an assassination, or a removal job, I should say.
An impeachment.
But it's also going to be a do this while disguised as another faction.
I never said the word assassinate.
You never did.
So he's going to move down.
All right.
What's your move?
Well, you've come to the right group. We're...
Actually, no, he's not. He's going to roll sensitivity.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see how persuasion works. And let's see, wait a minute. If it's 3 rounds, can somebody run a scam first round or not?
No, it's only between rounds.
Okay.
So Tom was actually wasted. Because we only get 2. So.
The dice are the dice.
Yeah.
Live by the dice, die by the dice. Okay, let's try a persuade.
Okay.
And that is going to be a fail.
Okay.
It's a push, it goes to the market.
Yep. So you stay where you're at. All right. So he reads you. So you're at a scam point.
I'll use foresight to figure out one of his weak spot. Or soft spot.
I would allow research or meme.
Okay. Yes.
So Sarge is well known. The moths are kind of celebrities out in the loss. And his weak spot is self-hatred was the sacrifice. So he saved a bunch of people. He established the loss in most of the enclaves. He's responsible for a lot of people not dying, but he only did it by betraying and shooting many of his friends. So he's got a pretty major crisis of confidence about himself. He kind of hates himself a little bit. So anything you can do to neg him, make him feel bad about himself, question his loyalty, is going to fire him up into action.
Just sounds beneath you. You know, that could be something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
How are you different from DHQS when we're ordering political jobs?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've got a better one.
Okay, well, something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, but that's his weak spot. So
Okay.
you know a weak spot. So second round. He goes first, obviously.
Yeah.
So what did he read?
Archivist.
Yeah. You're familiar with Words on Air, correct?
Yes.
Words on Air is a major archivist monastery that exists out of Distributee. They're responsible for the majority of their income as they maintain the drone messaging system and the drone delivery system. Words on Air, which is actually the name of one of the monks that ran, was divested of control of the single largest repository of printed knowledge that remains in the loss, precisely because of this man's nefarious practices against its people. You could have had people of your faith preserving knowledge for future generations in control of the largest city in the loss, were it not for his machinations.
Oh, we still will.
All right, so roll deception.
I'm a very good liar.
All right, so he just moves down one. He as far as he's concerned, he's hit and miss on your faith. All right.
And really, what the thing that you're asking me to do is not as difficult as, say, killing my best friends with my bare hands. I'm going to be killing a man who's a stranger, whom I've never met, as opposed to, somebody who I've served with, eaten with, slept near, learned about their families, total stranger. That's a lot easier.
I'm just listening over the
Are they-
line.
You want to do intimidate or persuade?
That would be intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm just over looking at my laptop with my hands in my face. Holy shit.
13 over 1.
Yep.
Okay. Time for a scam. See how it reacts as the last round.
Let's see. Meaning to find his tough spot.
Friend there and hurt.
You could learn a spot, or you could try and adjust the equilibrium.
I'll get another spot for that. So,
Well, adjusting equilibriums, you can, So if spot's fine.
okay. So,
It's a bigger gain than it seems.
okay. Well, for the adjusting the equilibrium,
You can roll a d10 and then it goes up.
So,
Well, but the other thing is that I want to get to expenses.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I'm just letting you know.
true. I was thinking he might have some other things to pull off, and also, God knows,
Plus, you have the 15 potential for the service contract. So.
There is that.
Yeah, which, I might have to take some off of you if you're getting a lot off this one, so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Alright, yes, that is, that was a mean test, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
To know more about him?
Yes, that's 4 over 2, so.
Okay.
And I was going for his tough spot.
His tough spot. All right.
Yes.
You obviously let your crew in, which he said was possible. But the reason he wants you to do this is for the fact that you've killed a man in a major city that has probably more taker groups than anybody else. Justice will find you if you get found out. So he can destroy you, but if he finds out that the Moths did it, all trust in the Moths and a major faction of the loss is going to go away. So the tough spot for this is blood in, blood out. Mutually assured destruction. The implication of the job is that I am trusting you big time on this, and you are trusting me big time on this, and now we can be best friends forever. So anything that mentions the fact that you understand that situation, that revealing that you work for the Moths is a breaking point that you won't go to under any circumstances, he is going to be more keen to give you the job.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, that does, so you can have a decent persuasion check on that, David.
So blood in, blood out. That's the tough spot.
Okay. So.
Alright, he reacts. Well, I suppose if I was working with an assassin, I wouldn't want them to be a good person. So, at least I know that much about you. If we ever work together in person, you tell me that. I'm going to ventilate your skull. Let's be very clear on that. So, he's going to intimidate down 1. That is going to be his move when the time comes. So, he knows you are shitty enough to do it now, which actually helps raise the price because he's not trying to get somebody to decorate his house. Yeah. But he doesn't like you very much. All right.
And yeah, that's a nice starting point. That's why it's a wonderful thing that we're talking to each other through this computer screen. Because here, at a distance, I can afford to be honest. Completely, brutally honest. You don't have to like me for me to do this job. You just have to know that I am the kind of professional who would be willing to do it. Now, that said, Sarge, I'd also like you to know that anybody who asks in the event that any of us are caught is going to learn that we were hired to do this job by a Mr. Smith, who's part of the union, which is now dissolved.
Okay.
You have my solemn word on that.
So you can roll for that.
Persuade.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a will and flip that,
All right.
because we need this.
All right. So that'll move 2. So you move simultaneously. You go heads up at the same time. That doesn't work out. So
But we
you
would
push him. Yeah. So you basically end up.
He's in the same spot I
Yeah.
moved one.
Yeah. So yeah, you would basically negate any move forward. Okay. So yeah, your expenses. Roll leadership. See who lands. Who comes up? Who comes down?
Did those dice displease you, David?
Well, they've rolled 2 bad scores, but that's
Fair
okay. Son of a bitch. That's going to be the last will.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he's doing it for you.
He's doing it for him too.
Yeah.
It's not altruistic.
Well, he's not going to be doing it for him if he
That's true.
somebody's going to bite his ass or something.
Yeah.
All right. You come up to him. You're at expenses.
I want to make one thing absolutely clear.
As I'm typing, no.
Never once in any of this did I claim to be a good person.
I
Now,
only do
you
what is
want-
necessary. Where have I heard that before?
No. The person that you want
What?
for your little
It's
ska
true.
band is I.P. Williams. You don't want me. But while I'm working with him, I will do those things that he would not. Just because he is a good enough person that I am willing to shoulder his burden of evil.
As I take a handful of soma and chug it down with a
Take that
bottle of
soma.
tears.
Yeah.
Take that song.
I'm going to hold that in reserve.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
All right. So yes, he's like, all right, we can work together. So you agree on a price. So it's going to be 77 bounty. That's going to work out to 26 for you. Nothing, because that's your discount. You will only have to do that once because that's not the drawback otherwise.
No, and that's fine. So
If you do recruitment, you can get another 15,
Okay, now,
and you will get another 7 for the last batch of real dolls.
okay, so do I understand that it rated out at 77, but it's actually 52?
Yeah, because his
Yes.
his share is going to
He's
the-
calculating his share for you guys, but he's just negating his share.
yeah.
Okay.
He's giving his share back, basically. So it was like 25.66666, but I'll round up considering he's negating a share.
Yeah.
So you both get 26.
Yeah.
So, trying to think because out of this.
So now that we know that, now we could like figure out how much we want to put in our thing.
Hold on one second. I'm going to take a call.
So,
Yeah, no problem.
take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Okay.
And we're back.
Well, gentlemen, that went well.
Yes.
All right. Anything you want to do before you leave?
One big thing, drop by, see my family, and let them know that, as always, this is potentially dangerous, and if for some reason I don't go back, or don't come back, here are the passwords to the accounts.
Don't touch myself.
This is the name of the gentleman who has our papers.
Oh yeah, no, Sierra knows that. And, like
Yeah,
now,
Sierra's had that.
like go stay with Raphael. I know it didn't work out so well with him last time, but like you'll not have to worry about casualties. So
Well, she can't go until she goes with you,
yeah,
or you pay for her to
Okay.
be smuggled out.
okay,
She's not a taker. You don't want to just throw her over the fence and hope she gets across the recession.
okay.
I mean, maybe you do, but
No,
that's in the traditional job.
All
The
right.
last job is like pay a smuggler to take your family ahead of you.
Okay.
The migrant worker special.
right,
But
right.
in this case, she's sticking around
Okay,
and leaving when you leave.
okay. Well, I'll tell her get him out. Tell you have papers. If Malleus shows up, have him get you over the fence if you can. You could have a better life, not surrounded by zombies.
And Malleus
Okay,
can
all
make a
right. Do
big-
you have any like canned goods or anything? Vitamin C, anything like that?
What'd you do with all the bounty I gave you for groceries?
I got like some stuff for us, but these guys are starving. They haven't eaten in weeks. These union guys.
No, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. They're dying.
They're gonna get food. Don't worry, they'll be fed.
Who's gonna give them food? They just showed up in the middle of the night. There was no plan.
The tenured are taking care of it. They have a plan.
Oh yeah, let's rely on them.
I think you like the tenured.
Well, I mean, they're fine, like, when there's not a crisis, but they're going to
so now you want to be responsible and help people and think about things. That's great. I'm very proud of you, Sierra. That should be your mission. I know some people. You can get into contact with... I'll spin a reference here. Get in contact with this taker I know and help organize a food drive. just don't go over the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just contact Mott.
So you're spending a bounty just to keep her in place.
Well, to keep her, to help her organize a food drive. Like,
all right, that's fine.
She's showing maturity to giving a shit.
All right, yeah.
No, please do that. So, Malleus is around here somewhere. I think he's good at carrying stuff. I mean, have you seen his abs lately? They're ridiculous.
All right. Does anyone want to roll foresight?
Yes.
Sure.
Only one person can do it.
Okay. All right. I guess Ross just did. So
critical success. 2 4s.
Epicurious took the job you did not take at Distributee. If you want to get the lay of the land...
Oh, yeah, we should talk to him.
You could talk to Epicurious before you leave.
No, well, Moth, you're the social person. You'd be like, oh, you did a great job. Hey, we're heading on there and something unrelated. What is it like out there? We'll just catch up and chat. That kind of thing.
I've got very little in common with him because he tends to eat the food that my food eats. But
oh my God, Ron, come on, don't pull Swanson here.
All right, let's seek him out.
All right. He is up at the rooftop garden. He is spending some of his bounty recovering because it was a rough couple of weeks up there working at Distributee. So he is,
Hello, Epicurious. How are the sky tomatoes doing? I understand that they're starting to turn red.
Yes. Our esteemed colleagues, the Brutalists. Lovely for you to come visit us. Welcome to the garden.
Such a nice place. Almost quiet, relaxing, really.
Yes. What can I help you with?
Well, I understand that you know the lay of the land and Distributee a little bit better than I do. I've never been, and I heard that you probably know it a lot better than I would.
It's a vile place. I don't recommend it. No natural light. I understand they had to make do what they could with the crash, but they've had 5 years. They could easily, grow more in tune with the earth. The priorities are all out of whack up there. It smells awful. It was a disturbing experience. It's very difficult work for me and my crew.
Oh, I know it must have been.
If we, hadn't aligned our chakras before we went, and were full of toxins, I don't think we would have made it out alive. It takes a special kind.
It does, and
a sigh was heard across.
And
the
I'm
compound.
sure.
Hey, can I be there too?
Yeah, you can be up there. You're just talking to him.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm sure that the all-natural food diet really does help. I mean, vegan is the way to go, they say. But I understand they don't do that up there.
Well, wait. You said it was violent. You wouldn't have gotten out there alive. Was it violent or something? Were there riots or anything?
Oh yes, our biggest shooting job yet is, Kyle's injured, and Macy. We lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Did she hire on with a different group? Or?
I mean, it sounds like a very prosperous enclave. Who would be upset about it? I mean, what groups would they ever start?
Oh, it's utterly corrupt. You corrupt your body, it corrupts your mind. People there are just twisted. It was just the most awful. I disparage the fate of the Cabusier with these bureaucrats running around, just totally out of touch with Mother Earth and the way we have to live and the laws. But as bad as it is here, it was a million times worse up there. It was
bureaucrats everywhere.
It was a big election. Just lots of factions, lots of political interplay, a lot of old thinking. Non-communitarianism. It was awful. I don't want to bore you with the details.
Well, I mean,
Oh no,
we're heading up. We're doing work here for going another job. It's a service contract kind of thing, but.
What are you doing?
Well, it's confidential, but it's with the undersecretary.
All right, roll deception.
Yeah. All right. It's not a total lie.
It's still a lie.
Yes.
All right, he believes you.
Yeah.
So out of character, here's the thing: you can milk information out of him by lying.
Yeah.
The second he knows you're trying to do something related to his job,
Yeah.
you pay for it.
Who should we be aware of? I mean, like, who is the most?
Well, you
like,
did say that there were a couple of factions.
Well,
at
out of
play?
character. Remember, our job is to pin the blame on someone else.
Yeah.
So I want to find out who those someone else's are.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Okay.
who should we be afraid of? Who should we keep an eye on? Like, I mean, are they like gangs with different insignia or something? I mean,
Well, our main problem was at Finside. We backed Hauser, the bestsellers neighborhood, really man of the people. Wanted to bring back. The executive power is abused terribly by that Cluster fellow, but Hauser didn't have the funds. He didn't have to make around. But we don't vote with our wallets here at the new school. We vote with our hearts, and he was the man for the job. But there was a terrible ambush when we were out at Finside in the Layton community, and he was there advocating, but we got ambushed by these men, and we had to kill a few, and they were Layton, and it led to a small outbreak. Thankfully, we're pretty good with the storage lockers right now, so we hid in a storage unit that was out on the Finside, but there was a small outbreak. We kept in touch with our glasses, and it turns out that the Finside candidate Bree was trying to organize a sort of false flag, take Hauser out of the running. Then you get to use his votes and anger from bestsellers that could overpower the nonfiction block and take over Klauser. But since we prevented it, and what an awful way to win. I mean, she ended up executed along with a lot of her followers. Finside ended up getting quarantined for the entirety of the election. Weren't even allowed to make it to the polls.
Well, that's just awful.
But we spent 3 days rotting inside of a storage unit in the heat, just with our candidate, just unable to campaign, and he lost in a landslide
because he was
And you
locked
said
down.
that you lost Macy. Was that where she perished, or?
Yes, there was a vector outbreak. It was quite bad. They drilled pretty hard, at least, but
Yeah. Okay. So we found out that we could blame it either on the fence side or on Hauser's people looking for payback. Out of character.
Mm-hmm. You can keep lying and try and get more information.
Well, I made my play. You make your play.
And you
so
said,
why would you possibly need more information than this if you're just friendly talking?
Yeah, exactly.
well, out of gentle concern. I mean, after all, you said that Kyle was injured too. Was that the same thing, or are there other groups that would be brutal enough to attack a gentle soul like you and poor Kyle? Poor sweet Kyle.
Definitely deception.
I am a liar.
All right.
Kyle suddenly cheers up. I didn't know everyone cared.
Because I'm alive.
Well, Kyle got bit, but don't let this get around. He has a very strong immune system due to his diet, and it's helped him get around this long.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been telling us about that macrobiotic diet.
Yeah,
of his
not
for
genetically,
years.
of course, but he's always lived clean, and that's really what the
That's
fight's all about.
exactly what's going to do it. Yes, every time.
But yeah, he was bitten during the process. It was pretty bad. See, the reason we went up there in the first place, I normally don't do anything, but Miss Bradley Natternick came to me, and I respect her. She's she votes with her heart, even though she's misguided sometimes. She was very much in support of this Hauser fellow, and he told us as he went on that he'd made certain promises about Distributee's new policies and how they would relate to trade with the Cabusier. So it worked out. But by the time Bree went down and that happened, it got somebody in another storage unit hurt us, it spread around. So there was a lot of, it ended up not being a non-issue, but people are very concerned about Hauser's ties to Le Corbusier. He thinks we bought him or things of that nature. So it was very tough for us. We had injured people, we lost a person, we locked in there, we were talking, we got a little chatty, I admit, but at least we saved our client.
And that's the important thing.
Yeah.
So Finside actually made an attempt on another candidate's life, not Klosser's.
Right.
And they lost their leader and a number of captains, so they might be out for revenge. You also know that anything Hauser does openly is going to be blamed on Le Corbusier because he is considered a plant now.
Yeah.
So
Because he was a plant.
Yeah.
So we
They
can't
just
touch
let him
him,
drop.
since that'll point right back to us. So
Assets are only worth, you have to cut the string sooner or later for any asset. Okay, so not Hauser, but the Finside, is that just the Latents or is that all the pores?
Finside's Latents.
Latents, okay. Yeah, no, let's exploit them.
They live outside the building.
Actually, well, you could also ask how stable Klauser is now after the election. Like,
Klauser.
The guy who won the election.
Klosser.
Yeah. Because maybe we can make it look like it's a coup from the inside, like one of Klauser's own people is trying to take over. So you could ask him how stable he is.
You could ask him how stable he is.
I don't want to have to lie. My line's only at 1. We talked about this ahead of time.
No, you didn't.
Damn it.
No scams. If you want to say it, you say it.
All right. Fine.
It's not like you can't get the information if he catches you, but if he's onto it,
Yeah.
he's going to get paid.
Well, no. Well, I ask it. I hope at least things calm down after the election.
are there still the riots going on?
Well, I'm really concerned about Klauser. Is he going to be angry at Le Corbusier now? Is he going to be? Is his hold on leadership okay? We might be wanting to do some trade jobs, on the side, like bring some stuff back.
And if we're trading,
so that's the lie.
All right.
What about this?
I put a bullet on our heads.
I will spend a will to re-roll that.
Okay.
That was a critical failure. It was,
okay.
Yeah, now that makes it so.
Okay. It's like, well, I wouldn't deal with that Klosser fellow. He's a bad egg. There was lots of talk that, the quarantine at first lasted far longer than is normally done. And they have, procedures for things going on. There's one thing about that Klosser fellow. He's very officious. And it lasted twice as long as typical. We thought we were going to die of dehydration in that damn storage locker. But we ended up being okay. But, it lasted twice as long and just so happened to intersect with the polls, and they didn't delay the election. It's pretty underhanded. There's a lot of talk that maybe Klosser bought Bree out, and it was a double false flag. No one really trusts him. So,
Even his inner circle?
Yeah. Essentially, they think the entire outdoors community from voting, they thought that was a scam. They argue that it proves that the assault on Hauser was really Klosser organizing himself a win-win sabotage. If he took down Hauser, that's one less person, more votes for him, because his bestsellers is inside, so it's more likely to go to our hands. They were the Finside candidate. Whereas if Bree killed Hauser, you make it. So I don't know, but he didn't get out of that clean.
Okay. So. Yeah, we learned that.
So Hauser's own people would be considered corrupt enough to do him in.
Okay, so so that's our angle. His own people are doing it. So.
You want to keep lying?
I'm done lying. I had to spin a will. God damn it.
I think we can get maybe one more.
That's your risk to take.
What do you want to like? No, I think we got.
There's the archivist. There's another candidate you don't know about.
Oh yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah. Let's just ask this one. Well, that's pretty much everybody that was outside.
Oh yeah, you could mention the archivist since you're
although what's about my people on the inside?
Yeah.
Actually, yes. And you know that I do follow the archive. I believe that even if people think that we're misguided for it, I think that the information should be saved no matter what. And I heard that the archive didn't come out so well. Can you tell me about anything that happened inside? I'm worried about my brothers and sisters.
All right. Deception.
Yes, barely. That is a 10 over 9.
There you go. It's like, the archive is they have a tortured relationship with them from Wars on Air never had a chance. People kind of hate the archivists and the love-hate relationship. They maintain the drones and they do things, but they're also very strict about what can be sold. It was primarily an Amazon distribution center, so they have tons of printed titles on site and books on site. And they'll sell excess copies, but certain things that get too low, they refuse to deliver them, and they own all the drone servers, and they have all the pilots. It's basically a monopoly. So they control the financial fate of the entire city. But, if they don't try and make it sustainable, but they try and keep certain things for their archive, and they won't send anything out if it's in too short supply. So they kind of hold the taps, and they have weird beliefs. Sorry to people up there, they're not as enlightened as we are down here. And so they never really had a chance, and they're a minority, and they're very mistrusted.
Well, that sounds fair. I mean,
so out of character, if you want to pin it on the archivists, they're weird. That's all you need. They're weird.
Yeah.
And people resent them for their
Dave wouldn't have any will.
economic dependence.
Wouldn't have any self-control hits for that, would he?
For setting your own your own group up as a
what do you want to do?
patsy.
So you want to keep lying or not?
one more. I need to find out who that last candidate was.
Okay, what's your pretense? I mean,
well, we know that. Okay, so it's odd, but you've mentioned a lot of the candidates in the election, but I think it feels like we're missing one because we heard about the ballots, and what was that last name on there? That last one.
All right, you're really reaching now.
yeah, it's a difficult.
Yeah.
The reason why I would like to know about that one is just because I am an archivist. I do admit it. I think that
you can still roll for it. But
for posterity's sake, I would like to know.
he might
who that
ask
last
for
one was.
some bounty retroactively at this point if we fail this.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 over
It's like,
7.
well, that was Valerie Seabrian. I really was rooting for her. She was a career politician before, but, she was very good. She supported anti-faxing and a number of very important causes. And she was in the self-help, which is a very powerful, I thought she had a big chance. But there are these, dastardly accusations that she was bribing election officials. Again, just Closser electioneering the whole thing in his favor. But she was disqualified from the race. We were definitely going to back her and hire our services out to her for a discount anyway. But he took her out eventually because she was the biggest threat. Experienced career politician, and she had the most financial power in Distributee.
And that's gerrymandering. That's flat out gerrymandering, right?
Yes, it was horrible. But at the same time, she couldn't. She was disqualified, so we felt we would throw our support by someone who had a chance. We really wanted to make change up there.
So, what was her last name again?
Seabrian. Basically, everyone can go down for it.
Yeah.
And you can cause whatever revolution you want to cause.
Right.
The main thing is that you need to protect yourself from it.
Right.
You definitely have to protect the moths from it if you want to get paid.
Yeah.
And are you going to betray Le Corbusier and deal with it yourselves? Are you going to foist it off on somebody else? What do you want to do? And how you want to do it is the thing to decide as you head out there. So, I'll let you discuss that.
Well, that's the thing. The thing about dictators and tyrants is that they are vulnerable. They may lock down their population, but they can only lock down their generals and lieutenants so much. And how many tyrants have been taken down by their own people because they have to go to
Brutalists.
Yeah, exactly. So what I figure is that we just have to pull off a pure stealth thing where we kill them and it just make it obvious, or try to make it obvious, that it was somebody who had access to him, somebody in the inner circle, or looked like the inner circle. So
the Moths want somebody to go down other than them out of necessity.
Yeah.
If you replace Closser, they want that person to not wield executive power as strongly.
Yeah.
Their ideal would be eliminate the executive branch entirely and make it entirely a parliamentary democracy.
So it's either assassinate him and make it look like it's one of his inner circle, or actually
affect change within Distributee.
I would basically give everybody a seat and go all
Between the candidates that we know
Renaissance
about,
attack Italy on them,
what I'm thinking is
So you
that,
picked the intrigue option.
Yeah. That's
There was go kill some zombies and steal rubber. So
well,
this is the intrigue option.
we're doing it for Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
I'm just letting you know.
Hey, considering that we went
I know you worry that I overemphasize social skills.
I know.
This is just that one.
Well, and this is the one
the
time we're
one
doing
from
it versus
self-help is the Patsy that I like.
Yeah.
Just because
I don't give a shit about what happens.
So FYI, Finside doesn't have a figurehead anymore, but they've already taken
blame.
assassination action.
Yeah.
Klauser has been so underhanded that you could easily blame it off on one of his lieutenants. Hauser is considered in the pocket of Le Corbusier, so you could blame it on him.
Yeah.
But we don't
He
want
has
to.
already got, but
that would burn us
come on
with
Le
them.
Corbusier. But you also would make it an outside source, so they couldn't launch a full-scale war against you. There's too much loss in between you and them, and you would not cause internal strife within Distributee. In fact, while Hauser would be out, they would probably unite because there's an outside force coming out.
Right.
But that is on you and your enclave.
Yeah.
And you're eating that for the moths. So there's Finside, there's Hauser himself, there is Valerie, who was accused of bribery, but she's the richest and the career politician.
Yeah.
And then there are the archivists, which are just easy scapegoats.
Yeah.
So if we forego the possibility, at least the idea of assassination, we could at least approach Valerie and kind of push for the idea. You can stop shaking your head until my sentence is out, David.
Well, I mean, you mean assassination that we kill him and leave, not in
Yes.
we march on the Bastille. And,
foregoing the killing altogether, possibly. And,
If he just wakes up dead one morning and no one saw anything,
Yeah.
that deals with the problem as far as the moths are concerned.
but if we're going for the-
If there is no one to blame, that's fine. You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, they'll tear themselves apart in Civil War.
Well, sometimes.
Probably.
But if we can
It would
actually set it up
probably be better
where
if-
Valerie, who even though she lost it and still has something of a stain on her record, she may have enough influence to at least start the ball rolling on.
Well, you guys can
establishing
talk about
power.
this as you walk.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
we're walking.
We are.
Anything you want to do before you leave?
Aside from making sure Sierra knows,
Yeah.
her emergency plan, like
And
will
checking.
and testament.
Epicurus asked you to come back.
Yeah.
Share tips sometime.
Oh yeah, of course. Cahokia is safe to go. It still exists, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
Yeah. Thanks to us.
Just watch
There's a
out for
nice
the,
truck mounted in the wall now.
just watch out for the Red Queen. So
Those natives are so in tune with the earth, he says, being sublimely racist.
yeah. You should. They're so in tune. You probably shouldn't mention anything like
So,
that.
just don't go all together. Just avoid it at any cost.
I know that this is going to sound like an odd tip, but have you thought
It's the
about
nice
adding?
white privilege racism,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Not the flags and burning things racism.
Have you thought about adding manure to those tomatoes? I understand that it makes things grow really, really good if you spread just a little bit of bullshit.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. This is not going to work again.
Yeah.
When he hears about shit that happens to Distributee related to the political information that he just gave you,
Yeah.
I don't think your relationship with Epicurus is going to get any better.
Hopefully, because next time I'm going on the score, and then I'm fucking retiring.
I'm out. Whatever.
I'm out. Yeah.
Peace.
Honestly, I feel if we can scope it and figure out a way to assassinate him and no one knows we did it, we do that. Fewer conspiracy. You know what the safest conspiracy is? When there's only two people and one of them's dead. So
That makes you all feel great.
I meant group-wise, like the royal we.
We all just kind of stand a little bit
I'll
further
be nice
from
and
each
not
other.
call for self-control checks there.
Oh shit!
Making a joke.
One, I'm me, and two, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
What self-control check?
But
Kowloon has a valid point.
No.
if it, at least going with the base off of there, because getting closer out of power is the primary one. But if we can at least
he
start,
has to die.
But if we can start,
He has to die.
okay. But
He will be dead when we leave
The Moss would prefer him dead if he is still alive.
Okay,
He could
that's
possibly
fine, but we can
retain
also-
Exactly. He has
But-
to be deposed.
okay,
and
but if we can also
executed.
start affecting at least affecting some change in getting the ball rolling on the parliamentary aspect, maybe.
If he's dead, that's enough for us. Like,
Well, you could talk to the various faction leaders and
Yeah.
decide and try and gauge
Yeah.
interest in
what
it.
they would do if they were in power.
Yeah.
So,
Especially since none of them are campaigning anymore.
Well, first we get there. For one, we have to get there,
Yes.
which is not a given. Two,
how many legs was it away?
It is 4 legs away.
Okay.
two, we then do the interview first, get that out of the way. Ooh. And then 3, then we can assess the situation. Like 1, we could just do case him and see if there's an easy way. Maybe he's stupid enough to take the same route to work every day, and we can just play in an IED, push the button, and walk away.
Because the landmines just roll over anywhere in Distributee?
Well, I'm just saying, that's if it's easy to kill him.
All right, who's on point? You are discussing this as you walk.
Yeah,
Why am I on point?
I don't know.
it's your job.
What, because Malleus isn't here?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
this is a job we're doing for you.
So
and
you
also,
want
yes.
you want the somewhat pudgy...
You
That's
were on
like a
point last
human.
time. You did a great job.
doing
We're
fine.
alive.
Shut up.
You still have your will, right?
Yes, I do. I actually have 2 wheels now.
Exactly.
So... And... Yeah, that's going to have to be re-roll. Flipped, so...
You know, spin a will on that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that happened this time around. Yes, foresight is...
All right, so you make foresight?
Oh, sorry.
Awareness.
Awareness, sorry.
Okay. So you made awareness.
Yes.
You see smoke in the distance off the side of the road as you are leaving the more suburban area.
What kind of smoke? White smoke?
Black smoke or white smoke?
White smoke looks like a campfire.
Okay.
Someone posted up by the side of the road. Not keeping watch or anything like that. Do you want to investigate or not? You see it, you don't just walk it by.
Yeah.
You can alter your path where you can walk by it or not.
Sorry.
I would say investigate since
Sure.
there's nobody on watch.
Okay.
That sounds a little.
It could be somebody in distress. It could be somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be
Maybe
a trap.
somebody is hurt.
It's possibly a trap. Foresight, figure, is there...
Any kind of trap that we've...
no, I failed that, actually. So, no.
Nothing you know of.
Yeah.
May I make a foresight?
Nope.
Nope.
One and
that's not
done.
important. So,
Who's good? Well, one of us can sneak it. I will... Okay, I get my endurance back.
I'll sneak.
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
I think I'm the stealthiest of us.
I have a 2.
I have a 2.
And I'm not stealthy at all.
All right.
Who put all these twigs
As you
here?
come cracking to the woods, you hear a bunch of people start screaming and come up as you come into a campfire. There's about 5 men. They all have automatic weapons trained on you. They start screaming at you in some language, and then it's eventually stop, freeze, get down, hands on your head. Stop. But you could roll meme.
Nope.
No, just mainly the guns. What do? You gonna run and try and go back into the brush, or are you
Hands
gonna-
up. Just English. English. Do you speak English? American?
Yes, yes. We are American.
Okay.
Do we hear
So
this
am
over
I.
the...
Yeah, we're nearby.
And
Yeah.
I
You did
saw
not sneak out though.
Yeah, yeah.
Are your specs on?
they are.
Then you could roll on the specs so they could see what you're seeing. I mean, just spin a charge in specs. You don't. Have to
Yeah, and then I spin a charge.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just passing through. I saw your campfire. I thought someone might be in distress. I'll be on my way.
Wait, can I make a meme check?
Who are you with? Who are you with?
Wait, can I make a meme check now that I see?
You can make an awareness check,
Okay.
or you can make a meme check.
I'm making a meme check. I make it.
All right. You do recognize that these men are all Chinese. They are speaking Chinese, and you see one of their jacket that they are having actual Chinese military uniforms on, though they have been torn up and badly abused and are now mixed amongst various tattered fare. So they are Chinese. They are Chinese military. You don't recognize the symbol because you are not Chinese.
Right.
You do recognize they are Chinese military.
If you showed me that to the Ubex specs, would I be able to do a research check to see if anything comes up?
He could point it out to you. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will spend a charge and research that.
I will Can I text him and show it to him in so that it says Chinese
Shows up on
military?
Yeah.
They are coming up. No ambush! Your friends come out now! No ambush! Roll self-control. They are very angry and haggard.
Nope. That's a stress?
Yeah, take one to trauma.
Is that trauma or stress?
Trauma.
They're about to blow you away. Your friends come out! Your friends come out or we shoot!
So
No ambush! No ambush!
There will be no ambush because I have no friends. I'm alone. I'm walking alone in the woods.
That's a deception.
Yeah, it's a deception.
Because I'm a liar. A gifted liar.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, you expect him a long range.
They do?
Yeah. So
You're going to look at those, too.
I'm recording.
So, you dropped your gun, right?
It's still on my waist. I didn't reach
All
for
right.
it.
They are going to come and try and take that away. Another guy reaches for your glasses.
Hand on it, just... You've got me at gunpoint, that's enough.
They're going to try and hit you. You are resisting.
I am running.
Okay.
Okay.
Diving back into the woods.
All right.
So is that athletics, or...
Yeah.
Maybe spend points. Spending points.
Spending points good.
okay,
Yeah.
meme check. Quick meme check. Since we're doing this, can we tell if they're speaking Mandarin or Cantonese?
Well, like the symbol.
Now's not the time.
Okay.
And that is a make. That is going to be... I spent a total
Okay.
of...
1 to make it, then +2.
And then what's
Plus
your
3.
athletics?
So you +5. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
6 over 1.
All right.
Barely.
6 over.
As they reach
Oh,
for you,
6
they
over.
don't expect you to do that. So you get around as all of you hear automatic gunfire in the distance. So make another self-control check. They were threatening to shoot you. Now they're just opening up.
I'm calling the DHQS.
Oddly, I made.
Yeah, you're fine.
No,
That's
this
a
is
correct.
like that. We're doing a job for them anyway.
Yeah. So you go booking away. You could so make another athletics check to lose them. Basically, they are sprinting after you.
Well, wait. I see this. So could I set up an ambush?
You can set up an ambush. Yeah, he's
yeah.
heading towards you, but
Yeah. How many are chasing after him?
you don't know.
Okay.
His specs are very focused
Yeah.
on.
Well, I turned that off.
Yeah.
And like look at Anyways.
Well, it's hills and foliage.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
why you can sneak up. You're not on a basic field.
Okay, so we can both trace.
Yeah,
and
you can
get
set up
there.
ambush. But
Right.
did you make it?
I made.
All right. So you get away through the underbrush, gunfire, screaming. It's definitely Chinese.
Yeah.
And you come booking back. You make an area. You don't see anybody running after you.
Okay.
It appears that they broke off pursuit
Okay.
as you wait.
Okay. No, this is what they would. This is the kind of thing they'd live for. This is the kind of thing. What?
HQS?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
You haven't called them yet?
No, I'm calling. I said I
well,
was
why don't we
calling.
wait just
Okay, spin charge.
Well, to do what? Wait to do what?
We already spent it.
at least
Okay.
get.
I haven't spent it yet.
Or-
That's fine.
They spend
I
time
can
each
pull up
other.
the translation program, see if I can
Not
at least
to talk to Mr.
try to.
Green.
We can try to get their story.
Yeah, I'm spending.
They're Chinese military that came over here. Go ahead, no, send it. No, let him make his research check. Go and spend your charges.
Fine. So.
Okay.
Did you see how much lead they poured into the woods behind me?
Well, they could have found a.
I need to call them on general principle.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, he's
The
calling.
Great Firewall is better than ever in that there's no internet over there anymore.
Wikipedia's still up.
Yeah.
Some otaku
I
found out all the military patches.
All right. You could reference it.
So
Do you want to reference it before you call the HQS or no?
yes, I will. So I
Yeah,
will.
call your Moffat buddy up.
So I'll.
Hey, sorry, we found this asshole. We found these assholes.
So well, actually, I'll pull up Cat 5. So.
Okay.
Well. So Cat.
Oh, God. Damn it. I was having such a good day. What?
Just get that. Okay, if you can just get over the hell of yourself for half a second, I need your help on a quick research. Well, can you? That's like pull up. I guess I pull up the information off the UBEX specs for
Send the video clip.
yeah, the video clip. We found these guys. We need to figure out what unit they're from,
Or who they are.
or who they are. Can you reference this symbol?
So you need me to Google things for you? You're incapable of doing that yourself?
When they're firing at us, no.
Oh, okay, sure. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I need a new subscription to my porn sites, man.
You just can't get it for free like the rest of humanity?
I do, but it's archived. They're not making new stuff out here.
That's what
I need that recession stuff,
That's
man.
Well, the porn industry would be one of the booming industries in the recession.
That's what torrenting is for.
Pay or nothing.
Fine.
You're the one who doesn't know how to type in a search bar.
So 20. That's like your
Type it in Mandarin, asshole.
here's your bounty for your booty.
They're Chinese special forces of some kind. I don't speak the language, so I don't know. But it's a major thing. They're third unit Tiger Squad. It's a division, so there's a bunch of them, right?
How many?
There were 5.
5.
They were 5, and they were looking real haggard.
Yeah, this is what.
So you're thinking about how they would get here.
Yeah,
They would likely come from
the West Coast.
the West Coast.
This is
So
what's
they
up.
have likely been traveling across the entirety of the loss.
Yeah,
5 of them are left,
yeah,
but they're heading towards the recession.
yeah. That's a threat.
Don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, this is why DH. This is a legitimate use for calling DH.
China is basically without a state. Japan still exists, but China is engaged in the Kumkatak War, which is the Filipino mythical figure of 3 rogue figures that bring bad omens. The 3 rogue figures are China, which is got on its blight problem a little too late, lost state, dumped most of its state structure into military and flotillas, and then proceeded to invade any landmass they could find that was isolated and be able to be cleared of blight. They've taken over many islands in southeastern Asia. The Philippines and Vietnam and other southeastern, Singapore, other southeastern nations have banded together to form a coalition, but due to being displaced by the Chinese and refugee issues, Australia has fortified its borders, as after a brief crash they were able to solidify due to the vast deserts of Australia and clear the blight from basically the continent, and they're one of the most thriving nations. So Australia is fiercely protecting its borders from both Chinese assault and Southeastern Coalition refugees, while the Southeastern nations are fighting China viciously, and it's a basically 3-way clusterfuck naval war.
Yeah. They're not up to any good. They're not up to any good. So we should actually. This is actually a legitimate, good call to call them.
Dialing already.
Right. Now, yeah.
And we should move, because special forces means they could be sneaking up on our asses right now.
Well, they're pretty haggard, and we actually need to stay close in case they ask us to capture them or kill them or something. Or they could just maybe they send in their fucking scary ass Leighton guy and do it for us. So
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
that
who's calling?
guy.
You answers eventually.
yeah.
Fuck.
Well, you took your time getting there, you.
Mom, you got another one for me?
Actually, I've got something
It's like a fucking unicorn.
equally interesting.
Like?
Upload.
Ooh, Pixon, it did happen. Is that Tiger Squad?
That would be Tiger Squad, yes.
Damn, I love you guys. You are... You're like Mr. Bean. You fuck everything up, but you somehow get through. I love it.
Thank you, you.
So you kill him yet?
I just found
Did you see how many guns they had? Automatic weapons firing at
I
me?
thought you were a patriot, Mauve. Come on.
I am a patriot. I'm giving you their location so you can send in the guys with the
They're
troops.
not still there. Are they shooting at you?
Not at the moment, but they have.
Contact with the enemy. Relocate. They're already bugging out. You're running out of time.
All right.
You get one alive, I'll give you 30 bounty. You get one alive and you get their orders, I'll give you 50.
How much?
I just need the one, though.
How much for all of them dead and their orders?
I don't give a shit. What do I know from that? Orders, I'll give you another 30.
Okay, so okay.
Well, that.
So, I just want to know how much we would get for in case they all eat a bullet.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
luck, man.
Yeah. All right.
Got that kung fu shit. They traveled across the entire continental U.S. This is a good test. This is a good test for you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you.
So much hate.
Yeah.
Well, we'll call you back
right.
if we manage to pull it off.
So they are booking.
Yeah.
Do you want to
We will
go
try
after them, or do you want to move on?
How many of them were there?
There were 5. They were heavily armed.
Yeah.
They know you are here.
Yeah, we lost the element of surprise. You made that stealth check, but yeah.
That's why the negotiator is balanced.
Yeah.
Spend all that will on the money. You don't get to spend it to not break a twig at the wrong moment.
Yeah. We could I'll make a stealth check to try and catch up to see how close they are to,
Well, it's a foresight check to find out what direction they would
All right.
run.
Yes.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Yes. 10 over 9.
All right, you move on the quick.
Yeah.
It is going to cost an endurance, even though you are being sneaky.
Yes. Oops. Fair enough.
Yeah, the fire is hastily put out. You can roughly track them, following the lay of the land. You realize that they would probably want to go on rocky ground, in case you could track them. So you find a creek bed, and you think you see figures off in the distance there.
What time of day is it?
It is about midday.
Okay. Okay.
So they are fleeing in a different direction.
Fleeing in a different direction. Foresight to know what's up ahead? Yeah.
There's a bridge and an underpass. They could reconnect with the road there.
Okay.
Or that would be
Or
a
they
nice
could
spot.
make camp along the water.
Yeah. So we don't
But
know.
that would also be a good spot for us to ambush if we could get around.
If we could get to the bridge, yeah. Be overhead.
Well, getting there before them,
That would be
you can do it.
athletics for all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it because you will be on clearer ground if you go back to the road. And
Yeah.
they are traversing through the woods. But that means you are taking a right angle as they are taking a roughly straight line.
Yeah.
So, how fast can you run?
Yeah.
It's going to be
Suck.
an endurance check.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, so that's the plan. Do you want to do it, or do you want to let it go?
Well, there's 5 of them. We get 30 if we kill them all and get their orders.
Yeah.
We get 50 if we manage to take one alive. I don't see that second scenario happening, but it's a way to get 30 bounty, which would put us a lot closer to getting your
yeah.
breakpoint. So,
So-
what do you think?
Yeah.
So we can give this a try.
It would be good practice for that whole assassination thing.
Foresight to see if I can. That's like foresight to see if I can get research on at least basic Chinese phrases of "stop." We have many.
They're special forces. At this point, they're not going to give a shit.
No, you
we
can
have
do
to
that.
run. Okay.
So, are you going to do it?
Yes.
All right, so wait. No, you don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
You can look up Google Translator. Yeah. This is running. So this is going to be athletics tracks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big one. If you make it, you'll spend however much you make. If you fail, it's going to be your entire endurance bar to get there in time.
Okay.
All right. So if you make it, you just spend what you spent to make the charge. But if not, it's going to be,
Yeah.
hurry up, move your ass.
I'll spend 4 as well.
Yeah.
So
Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just. I make it
I'm just
barely.
going to spend a refresh for that. I failed.
all right.
I make 10 over 9. So.
Yep. And I get 11 over 4. So
So you go spend it, but Mauve is lagging behind.
It's almost
So
like
how
I
much do we spend if we make it? The black die?
Whatever you did.
Okay.
Did you spent a charge to make a check, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
you spend additional charges
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a bonus?
I spend.
Then that's it.
Okay.
okay.
Because you made it. He failed. He loses a refresh
gasps.
worth of rations as he
Okay.
is going to be
Yeah.
sucking air.
All right.
So you haul ass. You're all sweating through your clothes.
Yeah.
You know, burn a charge off Ludwig. He's not supposed
Yeah,
to go that
Ludwig
fast.
hasn't said anything so
Sorry.
far.
Well, now he's in silent mode.
Yeah.
I put a mute button on him.
Turn the volume down, and he just
Add a
whispers
mute
it to us.
You get to an overpass.
Yeah.
You don't see any casualties around, thankfully.
Yeah.
But you can set up on the median,
Yeah.
and you have a couple seconds to wait.
Okay.
So you all try and calm your breath down. You stare through the cracks in the median. You see shapes running down there. They're exhausted, frantic. They're whispering to each other, frantic in Chinese. Everyone roll self-control.
I'm good.
I make it. I have 2.
Critical success. So
They look scared and haggard.
Yeah.
Like they've traveled hundreds of miles. They're terrified kids.
Yeah.
Most of them probably weren't even teenagers when the crash started. And that means they're weak and you can get them good, which is what your brain says. So you're fine. All right. You have surprise. You hauled.
take tequila, and I ain't afraid of those fucking cops.
Well, actually, somebody needs to roll sneak. Somebody rolls a sneak. Did you set
I'll
up in
roll
the
a
right
sneak.
place?
I'll sneak because I have willpower left. I will spend that willpower.
Okay.
Holy shit. We really need this ambush. Because if we kill them, we could just yell at them to put their guns down, you know.
All right, you managed
We can
to,
see if we can scare
managed to
them
hide
enough.
well enough.
Yeah,
Oh god, we can try to intimidate them.
yeah. Or you could try and just shoot at them and tell them, we only need one of them.
So you're setting up for an ambush when you see casualties gnawing at the glass behind you. So right before they show up, you quickly open the door.
Yeah.
So it's not giving away your position. That's your willpower there. And you're there. So who wants to go first?
Aim shot.
We don't really.
That loses your twitch, but yeah, you can do a call shot.
Yeah.
A call shot is an instant kill, but it's a precision roll.
You can't
so you
spend
can't
extra.
spend extra charges.
I'm just gonna
It's
roll.
just your shoot skill.
Well, they're not going to be able to see where we are because we made the stealth check, right?
For this first shot.
That means they don't see where you are looking for you. You get an ambush because you hid well.
Do we want to try to see if we can intimidate all 5 and just
No, we
No.
need.
pull them down?
We just need to.
We don't have
shoot
strength
them.
of
We just
numbers,
need to reduce their numbers. If we get all 3 of them, then the last 2 we could yell down. You know, they see their friend shot up and we say, "Get the fuck down."
Do we go for the shot or aim shots?
You can do that. I'm just going to put lots of bullets in the air.
That's an idea.
That's choices for you're basically all going to open up at the same time. So
Yeah.
there's no reason to roll initiative yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to spend.
So burning a charge off Ubik for Deadeye's hack, and spending 1 to make the shot and 2 to add to it.
I'm spend.
So that's going to be a
3.
+3. 10 over 6,
Spend
but
So
that's
you're not call shotting it. Okay.
not called shot.
All right,
Spend
10 over
2.
6.
Barely make it.
All right.
And I miss. I'll say I miss on that one. So
Okay. It is a shotgun from an elevated position far off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you all pop up. 10 over 6. You jump a 3-round burst directly into the guy's chest. The lead guy drops. It's 10 damage. He's dead.
Okay.
You rolled what?
2 over 1. How much? Now I have the thing that lets me put extra charges into damage. So is it just 1 to 1? So it's the red die that's damage, or is it the black die that's damage?
The red guy's location.
Okay.
The black guy's damage.
So hit location 1 for 2 damage plus 1.
That's also the headshot problem, remember?
Yeah. No, I knew one was
Yeah.
damage and one was
Yeah.
damage. I forget which one was which.
But that's also 3 because you've got potent on it.
Yeah, I have potent on it. I'll spend an additional 2 for. Actually, no. I'll do that for 5. So give him a nice big leg wound.
Okay.
So
So you open up with your pistol, I guess? Yeah, he was using
Yeah.
the rifle, right?
yeah.
Pistol.
Pistol?
Yeah.
All right, so silence weapons?
Yeah. Silence
Yeah.
weapons.
All right. They're not. So one guy goes down with a wound in the leg. He starts hobbling off. Another guy drops. They start screaming and opening up. So now it is give me your reds.
You just have to use one line. Or yours. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think about that. Roll your blacks and add your speed. No.
Yay.
David's going first.
I
4.
got a 10
All right.
total.
So what's your speed?
10. I rolled an 8.
All right.
Mine is lucky 13.
So Mauve is going first. Take your red back.
I did.
You got a 10. So they're going to use 10. So that's going to be Kowloon at 10. Guy 1. 10. What do you get?
4.
4. Okay. Then that's going to be guy 2, guy 3, and guy 4. We'll say guy 4 goes last, and he's the leg wound guy. And then it will be IP. At the same time as leg wound guy.
Yeah.
Alright, take your reds back. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know who's who.
Those two are both yours.
Alright. Mav, you're up again.
Okay.
You have a tactic and a twitch again.
All right, so tactic is going to be to take a shot.
And your twitch can be to drop into cover.
Yeah. And that will hit. That's going to be a total of, well, I'm adding to the 7, so 7 over 2 plus a bunch.
Okay. So 7 over 2, who are you shooting?
Guy number 1.
Okay.
The one that I hit?
No, yours is
okay.
guy number 4.
Okay.
So another leg wound.
Okay, since it's going to be 3 damage, I'm going to empty the clip the rest of the way to turn that into, let's see, just about 6, so 9 damage.
So you shot him, he
Yeah.
drops to a knee, and the loss has taught you well. You just keep unloading until femoral, he gets up for a bit, basically deflates in front of your eyes and just drops. One's down, because you have automatic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Kyle's up.
I will shoot the one that would be going next in initiative. So,
Okay.
just
You
make
don't
him-
know that
Well,
without
yeah.
a foresight check.
Well, it's a healthy guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Critical success, 2 6s.
All right. You want to do double damage?
Yeah, we don't need all we have several leg wounds to go from, so.
Well, that would be an arm wound.
Okay, well.
You'll blow his arm off.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just spending 1 charge, so. Because I didn't spend any for that, so, yeah.
So the arm, you hit the arm.
Yeah.
That's the right arm, too. So the one that's holding the gun up just...
Yeah, I'll actually say you accidentally hit the action of the gun.
Okay.
So the action of the gun flips out as he's firing it. So the bullet ricochets into him, and then his chamber explodes. So there's pop, and then
No, I wanted double damage.
yeah, no, and he's dead.
Okay.
He's dead. Like
All right.
you hit his arm, and then he had a backfire, and
Nice.
things did not go well.
And then I drop down, obviously. Yeah.
You're gonna twitch.
Well, yeah.
All right. Then they're gonna declare an IP.
Yeah.
Because he's still up. So IP, you can use your twitch to take cover.
Yes, I will do that.
All right.
Wait, I'm just rolling, I guess.
Athletics
to get out of the way. All right.
And you can spend charges to do it faster. Or
Okay,
I'll
so
spend 2
just to
extra on
recap,
that.
I got one with a seeping chest wound.
Yeah.
You shot one in the leg and he's crawling away.
Yeah.
I shot one in the leg and he's dead. You shot one in the arm and he's dead. So there's one that is still completely okay and one that is wounded.
Yeah.
6 over 1, I made it. So I managed to get under cover.
Is probably
okay.
capture.
Bullets come up. So he misses. Leg guy is going to start screaming desperately in Chinese at you. You guys can make a sensitivity check.
Okay.
One of you.
I will.
Oh, well.
I've got a
I already made it.
All right.
Okay, never mind.
I make it.
You don't speak Chinese,
Yeah.
but he is not fighting anymore.
I do have the translation program open, so...
It's not like Space Translator.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can type words.
It's not a close face.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
So is that the guy I shot the first time? Mm-hmm. Okay. That guy gave up. Don't shoot him.
So
He's
IP,
okay.
you could try and intimidate them all into dropping their guns.
Okay. Just pull... Actually,
You
pull
have
out-
intimidate?
Yes, I do.
And by all,
Oh,
you
actually,
mean-
no, I don't have intimidation. It would just be a general charisma roll, I guess.
No default.
Okay.
You can't act. You already acted.
I know, but next round.
Or deception. So I can actually, if I can find the correct phrase in there saying we have...
They speak English.
Okay, then it's like, we have way more people out here coming for us.
You're surrounded.
Yeah.
You're surrounded, so deception.
All right, roll deception.
Yep, 12 over 2.
Surrender. Geneva Convention.
Is So I'm pointing for them to drop all their weapons on the
They
ground
do.
and kick them away. So
He does.
The guy's screaming. Now, there was one shot fired.
uh-oh.
So, you see from out of the woods,
Yeah.
2 shambles away from them,
4 casual.
4 casualties marching towards them.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
What are you doing? They fired big automatic weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, and you fired your shotgun, right?
Yes.
Did you have a silencer on it?
No, it's a shotgun.
He's got a
Silencers
silencer
on
on.
shotguns. Google it, man. There are so there's.
There's another group, 8 shambles.
It's not part of this this equipment list. So.
Okay. No, there are shotgun silencers. That is a thing.
Yeah, but it's
But it's not part of the
it just
equipment
sounds
list.
like food instead of louder than that.
No,
So
it's like there's YouTube videos of it.
I've seen the YouTube. It's also stupid.
Not stupid. Haven't you seen No Country for Old Men?
Yeah, I've also seen fucking mall ninjas, and I don't intend to encourage it in my game.
There's not a movie called Mall Ninjas. I wish
Yes,
there was.
there
No, they're like they're
Yeah.
like if you put a fucking
Yeah.
silencer on your shotgun, you are a gear whore. You are the definition of a gear whore. Like
Oh, that's fair.
I shan't be encouraging it.
Whose initiative is it now?
Oh my god.
Maul is up.
Okay.
Okay, this is just.
I'm spending.
Yeah.
That just looks hilarious.
Well, let's talk about it's in the future. We have dronkies already. So, anyways, that would be my supplement for.
All right, yeah, you do that.
All right. So yeah, I'm off.
Be sure not to pay you for those words.
Reloading
All right.
and hollering down to the 2 casualties incoming. You can kill them.
They drop their guns.
Yeah.
And they kick them away. Yeah.
That's a free action.
Yeah. No. No. We'll take care of him. One of us goes down. Well. Anyway.
So you reloaded. That's your turn. Kowloon, what are you doing?
I will shoot the casualties.
All right.
Just think, I only have 2 rounds left, so just make it count, kind of thing. That failed. No, does that fail? That is.
It's a red 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
7. So what's your shooting?
2. So it.
So it does fail. So you shoot at them and miss.
Yep.
I don't want to.
Number 3 is paralyzed. He doesn't know what to do. Should he go for his gun or should he just run?
Yeah.
He's not certain. If someone were to shout out for them, he would probably just do that.
I did. I
Yeah,
said, you can't shoot the zombies.
Shoot casualties.
All right, so he goes for his gun. That will be his round, is picking his gun back up.
Okay. They're only 1 shamble away now, so.
Yeah.
I
Hurt
guess-
leg guy
Yeah.
threw his gun a little too far.
Yeah.
So he is going to get 1 shamble away from them. He's just going to start backing away. He's in the water now.
Okay.
All right. IP, you're up.
Do you want me to take a shot with my shotgun, or just that's risking bringing in more possible?
You've already fired it. It's per loud weapon that went off.
Okay, so
2 loud weapons were fired before you got them to stop.
It's a binary thing. So
Okay,
You
so-
already
You've already
you already keep that door in, so
all right, so I'll fire on them.
you might as well
So-
make it your home.
Nope.
Ding. All right. So casualties are now 1 shamble away from the guy picking up his gun. Mauve, what are you doing?
See if I can hit the casualty.
Are you going to go full offense?
You can make 2 shots.
I might as well. Because the one that's coming at us was 8 shambles away, and now they're 7. So I can do full offense. Zombie number 1.
Oh my god.
Gun jam.
Told you not to get that model.
It's the same model you use.
Oh, mine's,
All right, Kowloon, you're up.
mine's a special edition. I will spend my last round to shoot the zombies. And I hit 1.
All right. 1 goes down.
Yeah. Let's 1 refresh.
Chinese guy. He's freaking out. He's trying to hit him.
Yeah.
Firing his gun in the air. He does not because he's panicked.
Fair enough.
Injured guy goes further into the creek and then starts going with the current. He was so busy backing away from. He is now floating down the creek and trying to swim desperately with his hurt ass leg. So he is slowly drifting down beneath the overpass. IP, what are you gonna do?
Shoot the last zombie.
No, get the injured guy.
There are 3 zombies left.
Yeah, what the fuck is in that river?
The injured
Water.
guy?
And possible casualties.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Fine, I'll go get him.
IP, no one has time to communicate more than
Yeah.
screams and shouts. You
Sorry.
do what you want to do.
Fire on that zombie.
Which one? The
That-
3 that are going for the guy?
Yeah, one of the 3. So.
You could
All right,
both your actions to
do not
shoot.
fail. You're firing into melee.
Oh shit.
They're within 1 round.
I still have a will left, so
You could fire 2 of them.
I only have 1 shot, so
You could go full offense.
full offense.
So
Yeah,
you get to it, Alex.
yeah,
That's
full
your whole
offense.
action.
Okay, full offense. So,
All right.
well, no twitch. Yes, that first one succeeds,
All right, it goes down. We're now at the end of the initiative order.
and the second one. That one does not. So
Okay. You missed with that one. You didn't crit miss, right?
no. So
All right, so 1 zombie goes down. The other 2 go after him.
So for my Twitch, could I have reloaded?
Let me check. I don't quite remember how much I made so that cost.
Because I only shot 1, and then I was out of bullets. But if my
Yeah.
Twitch, if I
think
can
it's a
move with my,
tactic.
if I
I
can't,
think you
relo-
could drop a gun and re-equip and be ready to go.
can
next
I
round.
move?
Yes, you can move.
Then I will move towards the river or creek,
So do you want to jump down on this side, or you want to run across the street and jump off?
whatever side is closer to the guy that is I'm trying to intercept.
All right, I will say the jumping is easy enough.
Okay.
The key is landing somewhere deep enough to not break your legs.
Falling's easy.
That's
It's
going to
the-
be an awareness check.
All right. I'm making awareness check. Yes. 12 over 4.
All right, you gauge where it's at, and you go across the street. You
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to head them off.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are preparing your things. You Calvin look at his gun and go heaving off the side.
Very much.
We'll see how that works next round.
Yeah.
So both of you make self-control checks.
I'm fine.
yes, I'm fine.
You've seen people get eaten before.
Uh,
Never heard him scream in Chinese before, but
Doesn't he get at least an athletics check to dodge?
no, he was panicked and freaking out and shooting. And,
Okay.
Yeah,
we all die the same.
Yeah.
God.
yeah. You could have saved him. You did not.
We tried.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You will tell yourself that,
Yeah.
and it will help you sleep. Mauve, you're up. Third's down. You are now 6 shambles away. There's 5 of them coming towards you on the bridge.
Well,
The 2 on the creek are occupied, and the creek is now red.
I'm going to
It's an
spend my
occurrence
action this
at
turn
Red Blood Bridge.
for an aimed shot on the guy who's about to get eaten. I'm going to put one through his head so that he doesn't come back as a vector.
All right, I'll give you a point for your fatalist on that.
And that's a hit.
Yep. So the screaming stops. Zombies just quietly feasting
Yeah.
now. Kowloon.
Wait,
That
is that his full action?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't-
for spending his action on that.
Okay.
And not.
Well, he doesn't get 2 shots then.
No, because
Okay.
he would have to
Action
switch
1,
targets.
aim. Action 2, thunk.
Okay. Okay. So I want to pull the guy off.
Yeah, technically the guy's still alive, so he
Okay.
moves faster, and it's not automatic headshots.
Okay.
But he did a precision shot. Kowloon, athletics. So Chinese guy's drowning in front of you.
Yeah.
Can you swim there and catch up?
I'll spend 4 to get myself a +3. Yeah. 16 over 2.
Yeah, you grab him. He's
Yeah.
flubbering.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So I pull him on the side of the creek, and there's nothing around me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we saved. See, so we get our full bounty.
All right. You guys can easily outrun the ones that are 6 shambles away
Yeah.
and go meet him further down the river.
So we'll.
Yeah. I make
do
my
it.
first aid check too. to make sure he doesn't bleed to death.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
You gotta spend a charge on that.
Well, I have to wait for you to give me your first aid kit.
Well, spend a charge on the first aid kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done and done.
We're able to grab any of the other guns while we're.
Who cares?
No, you were not able to do that.
That's fine. That's
There are casualties there now. All right. Yeah. So he is.
Call him back. We have a pickup. I assume you want him now. We took the fight out of him. Anyway.
Pretty much. Just, oh, hello, you.
Please, interpreter, Utah. No English, please. The guy's just begging you in the back.
Wait, what are you speak English? I'm asking the guy, do you speak English?
Barely.
Barely? Mm-hmm. Why are you here?
Please, mission orders. Orders.
To do what?
Orders.
Orders?
He gives you his name and his rank.
Okay. What is his rank?
He is a private.
Private. Orders. Hurt us?
He gives you his name and his rank.
Okay. I search him. Look for any other weapons. Does he have anything on him?
He has pictures of his family.
God damn it.
Self control.
God damn it. I feel bad. Detachment?
Yep.
You?
Yeah.
Are you
There he
there?
goes. Hey, what's up?
Pan. So we've got your survivor. He's a private. He's wounded. And we're probably going to need a pickup for him. Because I don't think that we're going to be able to drag him too far through the casualty-infested wilderness.
Just the one?
Yeah, the others are...
Perfect. And save me on fuel costs. They're all light people. So tie him up in a tree, like out of reach of casualties, and then give him your specs.
Give him my specs?
Yeah. I'll pay you back for them. How much they cost?
Let's see.
Here, you can use mine. Mine aren't as upgraded as yours.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
How
We'll
much
use...
they cost?
It's the base cost plus 2. So I put 2 points of upgrades in them.
Mine is base cost plus 4. So mine is going to be 7.
All right. So he will give you 6 bounty.
6
So
bounty.
he'll make it 36.
All right.
So yeah, give him the specs.
Okay. I give him the specs.
So you
I
hear...
log out of my social services.
Yeah, you hear...
Yeah.
You know, guy's very confused. You hear Mandarin
Yeah.
coming through. Perfect Mandarin.
Yeah.
You seems to be pretty capable.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
You guys tie him up in the tree.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, 30.
Plus the cost of Kowloon specs.
Yeah, 36.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I just want to save costs. It'd be cheaper for me to buy specs instead of playing out there. We'll just wait till it gets hungry and thirsty, and then he'll tell me everything because I'll send him help, and then we'll just cut it off.
Sounds about right. Par for the
Roll
course.
that self-control.
Yep.
Par for the course.
Oh, actually, I'll take that self. Oh no, it's 3. Never mind. I'm good. So.
All right, it's 2 detachment if you fail it.
All right. So.
Yeah, he's going to promise him rescue.
Yeah.
He gives him what he wants for days, and then he's going to let it die tied to a tree. Slowly bleeding out from a leg wound that you gave him.
Yep.
So 10. That's actually pretty good. So.
But hey, money!
Yeah,
Woo!
Well, he literally was a foreign soldier that was probably not, like, trying to help the U.S. or anyone else.
Yeah.
They probably killed a lot of civilians on their way here.
Most likely.
Yeah.
And we can justify it even more.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys are good at rationalism.
Yeah, this is
You
not
should call yourself the rationalist.
No.
That's my next character. well, Brutalist isn't that far off. Yeah.
All right, spend 1 endurance and 1 ration.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk more about your plan as
Yeah.
it's your big day?
So I'm thinking that we definitely want to hang it on a patsy if necessary.
Well, sure.
Ideally, we can do a quick in and out, kill him in the middle of the night. He'll never see it coming. then people can draw their own conclusions, or I think that we should blame it on the self-help person because she seems like the biggest threat to the
No, I mean, honestly, whatever is easiest. Whatever. We're not going to blame the guy from the Epicurious help because obviously I don't want this to blow back to us. Other than that, I don't care.
Rule number 87 is don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're not going to... Yeah, that's definitely off the table. We're not going to blame it on him. I mean, the thing is, framing one of his lieutenants sounds like the easiest one. We figure out one of his lieutenants, someone who's ambitious, and then we figure out some way to make it look like he did it, and then do it. But that might be harder than just getting everybody else to convince them to go take him out. Like, if we can convince all the other factions that...
he's going to drive the enclave into the ground, so...
Then, if we can incite a rebellion, that might be easier. It just depends on what the situation is. If it looks like everyone's armed up and ready to go, then we just light that, powder keg.
We throw that Molotov cocktail on the gasoline.
On the other hand, if everything looks like it's locked down, we try and figure a way to poison his dinner or something like that.
Now, what kind of poison would you suggest?
All right. So who's on point?
I guess that falls to me again, so... yes, that's 7 over 3.
Is that a lawnmower? It's like you can't even localize it.
It's like a riding lawnmower?
I don't know. It's like in the distance, and you can't quite localize where it's coming from.
Oh, the noise. So it sounds like an engine.
Look up. Is there anything in the air?
There's some bugs flying around, but
Does that sound like the engine that might come off of like a drone vehicle, or?
You could roll me.
Okay. Yes, 5 over 4.
What is your rural background, IP?
Oh.
What do you know about the country, and how do you know about it? You know something about the country, but what's your experience from your past?
Summers on your grandparents' farm.
Yeah, so, no, my grandparents did live in a more rural area, ran a small motel, but they were neighbors that had farms, but that's pretty much all I saw of it. So I know that cows exist. I know that combines exist. So
you do remember you did a school report once during the cicada year. It was a 13-17 year overlap of cicadas, and you know that they should be coming up. You also know that you recently went through a drought due to the dust storm, followed by a period of heavy rain and rapid vegetation growth. And then you start to see what you thought was smoke in the background, but it is locusts. As you were walking through, there are fields. It is just swarms of locusts. As you're walking, you go, there you feel sharp things against your skin. They blot out the sun. It's starting to get shady as you are walking forward.
We need to find cover.
Yeah, we need a local farm or a shed.
Oh, they're not going away.
Yeah. Oh, we have to get through it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. Okay, so how do we get through it? Like, foresight?
They're not going to kill you.
Okay.
It's just going to be awful.
Well, we're trying to push through them too.
There's another thing to keep in mind. Casualties are attracted to loud noises.
Yeah.
Cicada bugs can be heard from a rather big distance. I've seen before where a cicada bug in a tree 50 yards away is loud enough to wake up a household. So we are surrounded by a number of really, really big guns going off at once.
Right.
These are dinner bells.
And if we can barely see through them, we probably won't be able to see the casualties coming.
Nope. Okay, so, well, this sucks. So, foresight, there's nothing else we can do. Like, we're just going.
You could get a car and try and drive through them.
Okay.
So you could try and scavenge something. You could try and wait it out.
Yeah, I did. Well, no, I gave up my email.
I'm going to make my scavenge.
Well, they're not going anywhere unless they're just getting ready for food, so.
That is a 11 over 4 for scavenging.
There was a car about 2 miles back. You don't know about gas or what kind of shape it is, but that's the less we see. You're in drone farming territory, rural area, kind of farm you can run with robots.
Right.
Head back, take a look, see what we can find.
Yeah.
Just drive slow and then see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You're not going through the heart of it, so it won't be an extreme test, but all of you roll self-control against stress. This is awful.
Hey!
They're landing in your mouths. They're getting on your glasses. They're covering everything.
A scarf over
Yeah.
your face. But maybe no. So
one if you don't make it as you're moving away from them, but they are just devouring fields. You get to the car. Roll mechanics.
Okay. So I will do that with use my toolkit.
There they go.
I don't know if the listeners will be able to pick that up.
All right, and I will spend 3 on that.
Okay.
So yes, thankfully I have a 12 over 10. So.
All right, it would work with gas. You can get it running with gas. Crit success, it works fine.
Okay, so I need gas.
Yeah.
Scavenge check? Nope, I failed that.
I make.
All right, you think you saw a gas station back there? The gas might work if you get some additives, but it's about 2 miles more back.
Fuck, so it's basically another leg at this point. So another point of endurance.
One of you can roll foresight.
Okay. Yes, barely.
All right, this is a meteorological event.
Yeah.
It is damaging crops that the recession needs. They're probably not going to take this. You realize that as you hear you're hearing a new drone in there. So you look up and you see trails. You see the drone moving by.
Okay.
With foresight, you realize that they need pesticides that will dissipate and not kill humans months from now.
Yeah.
You don't exist. They don't need pesticides that are not toxic to you.
Yeah.
Shit.
So not only are the locusts there, the drones are coming in to blot them out. So do you try and take cover, find breathable air, and hope it dissipates once it's done? Do you try and just sprint back and get the gas before the cloud hits you and go through it? So basically, you want to add legs and take cover, or do you want to try and race to get something and get through it and save time? I rolled on the theme and you crit failed.
Yeah, I still have like 3 halls, so I can refresh my rations.
We have to find cover. We have to not get poisoned.
So,
well, I think that if we make it fast enough, we can get the gas.
Yeah, but we can't, even if we get the car, we can't, we have to get away from the fucking thing.
And none of us have drive, do we?
Yes.
We all have drive. I have drive. He has drive.
Okay, I don't. So,
So get in the car now and wait it out.
We will get away from the poison. It doesn't matter if we get the gas or not. We can't drive through it. It's fucking poison, right?
All right, so you're just going to run away from it.
Well, am I wrong?
No, you could stay at the thing.
Yeah.
Or you could...
Here's my thought.
Okay.
If we can get the gas fast enough before the poison is a really big factor, we can drive around.
They're dropping it already. It's just they're just like bank.
Yeah.
It's a lovely air show of weird green chemtrails.
Yeah. We have to not die. We can't wait. We have.
It might not be deadly. You don't know. You have to trust the DHQS Agricultural Committee for this.
Yeah. Well, let's get away from it, and then we can do a research check to find out if it's poisonous or not. Let's get away from the fucking.
Well, get away from it. Head back the 2 miles, though. Head for the gas station.
That's still in the path, isn't it?
No, you're going back further.
Okay,
so we can make it to the gas station.
All right, yeah, we get away from it.
Okay.
So
gas station is cover at the.
So this is running again.
Okay.
Athletics, same thing as before.
Spend
crit. That is a crit success.
Oh yes, barely make it.
I'm almost invigorated from this run.
We weren't earlier. Let's see.
It's a crit fail?
That's a crit fail.
I'm taking that off with willpower because.
Is that your last will?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, at least I have 2 now.
You can re-roll it.
At least I have 2 now.
This job wasn't for Aaron.
And that's better, so that would
be
be 10 over 9, so I make it.
All right, so you managed to get out of the green cloud.
Yeah.
You get to the gas station. It's thankfully pretty abandoned. The windows are all broken out, but you can get into an office and sort of seal it.
Okay.
And you could try and make research checks to see what they would have dropped.
I'll do that.
Make sure you
On a
spend your
unit
laptop.
charge, yeah.
Yeah,
While he's doing that, I'm going to scavenge the office, see what kind of paperwork there is here, see...
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll scavenge too.
Slice of life.
So,
I make
no.
11 over 2.
You have no idea when it's safe to go out there,
So,
unless you tap a reference.
We got extra money. Tap a reference.
okay. So,
Who knows about industrial strength drone farming pesticides?
Wait.
are you tapping a reference or because
No. Spoils of Babylon character names.
I was just going to call him Orkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cynthia Morehouse.
If you could decide a name,
Okay.
if you are tapping a reference.
Orchid
If you would
McDonald.
like to decide a stupid day, pay for it.
They're amazing.
So, but I will do Orkin.
Orchid McDonald? Because he had a farm?
Oh.
All right, I will say Orkin is a vindicated survivalist who has made a killing as a
I see what you
pesticide, organic pesticide, because there's all that's much left, are devising different pesticides for various enclaves to deal with infestations. He's basically a professional exterminator in the loss. So, yeah, you spent your charge, right?
Yes. Oh, actually, I'm sure. Yes, I do. So.
How do you know Orkin?
Previously, when La Corbusier was dealing with a massive rodent infestation, so
Oh, no.
when they
Paper mites. They were eating the books.
sure. So
right.
paper mite into one. We were much like he was. I contacted him to see if we could figure out a way to take care of that without ruining any of the other textbook stocks. So
All right. So he answers, "Who's this?"
this is IP. I'm part of the Brutalists and Le Corbusier. So you did a job for us about 2 years ago.
Are you that DJ?
Yes, I am.
God damn, man, it's the worst fucking job of my life. I want to go outside and fight the casualties for you. It was awful. Just get out of rain. You ever heard of 2 Chainz, man? Like anything with a fucking beat? Shit, it was awful.
Well, sorry, you don't agree with my music choices, but I need your help. So, and I'm willing to pay for it. My group is currently on the road. We've come across one of the recession farming and farming sites, which is overloaded with locust. They are doing a drone drop of pesticides, but we have no idea what it is or if it's even safe for us to walk through. So.
Oh, senpai, my big quest for, the magical space schoolgirl demands fucking pay me.
The payment's already sent, asshole.
Pay me again. I will give you a point of will. He does not like you.
Okay.
That is your tough spot.
So, but I have to pay him too.
You know everyone and no one likes you.
I'm glad when I get up to 5 because I'll be not quite as hated. So. But anyway, okay, I'll pay him too, so.
Yeah, it's a locust thing. We got a bad thing in the Midwest. It should be gone in about 2 days. Don't eat them.
Wasn't planning on it, so.
But, I mean, anything they didn't eat, it should be off of the plants, especially after a hard rain. But, yeah, you don't want to catch that shit in your lungs.
Okay. So, all right, no problem. Thank you very much, Morgan. That was appreciated, in a sense. So
Seriously, bring through a rag, stop up the door. You want to wait for it to get into groundwater. That'll neutralize it. But if it's aerosol, you don't want to touch that shit.
Okay, so we will do that. So thank you for the advice. Beep.
All right. All of you spend 2 rations. All of you spend 2 endurance. And all of you make a jarring self-control check against stress as you are trapped in a tiny gas station office for 2 days, unable to leave, to go to the bathroom, unable to get fresh air. You take 1 even if you make it.
So I spent 2 refresh so far.
That's
1 to
stress?
reload my gun and 1 to reload my ration.
Okay.
So
If you make it.
So just 1 on stress, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, so far.
That's
I
fine.
fail, so that's 2 on stress.
3.
3.
Holy crap.
It's jarring. You take 1. You either take 1 or none, 0 or 2,
Okay.
or 1 and 3.
Well, fuck.
God, Kowloon, how hard is it to shit in the bucket? That's why we have the bucket.
Yeah, it smells like shit.
Well, yeah.
Thankfully, because of the bucket.
Does Ludwig have his inspirational quote to keep us sane?
Just a second. Yeah, probably.
The more inappropriate, the better.
Fucking Ludwig, he keeps on jarring you in your sleep. He's got there's no place to sit next to it. Man, you need a hit. Self-control.
Got self-control. 6, 7. And so that went to the market. So
Okay. You could take another hit, or you could take another hit on your humanity, or you could self-medicate.
okay. So sorry, just make sure.
Architecture is a constant fight between man and nature, the fight to overwhelm nature to possess it. The first act of architecture is to put stone on the ground. That act transforms a condition of nature into a condition of culture. It's a holy act. Mario Bata.
As cicadas flap against the window and die.
So just make sure.
You know, in an odd sort of way, it's actually kind of relaxing to watch them do that. They slowly.
Okay, so I'll do that. But that won't.
So what's Soma do again?
Boost self-control by +1 for the cost of
Wait,
1 charge.
I've taken 5 stress so far.
And stun, which would put me over, which is what I needed. But I get 2 stun damage to the head.
It also heals.
So, it heals.
Wait, so I've taken 5 stress. Do I get a crack now?
You can heal 1 for every 2 stun you take to the head.
For 1. Okay.
Caleb.
Not if you take someone who's Soma.
Well, I mean, I might as well take a crack. I mean, like, fuck it, we're never, I'm just going crazy.
Welcome to my world.
Well, yeah, but that 2 stress that I have to take at the beginning of every mission now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to take it now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's the penalty for Soma again? Yeah.
2 stun to the head.
2 stun to the head.
If he gives you some.
Will you give me some? How much will it heal for 2 stun to the head?
1.
Just 1? Fuck.
For every 1 you spend, he heals 1 stun, one humanity damage.
Yeah.
But you take 2 stun to the head because you get loopy.
Yeah.
They're not like well-tuned antidepressants. They are
Yeah.
mass-produced drugs.
Give me 2 of them.
So,
If you can. If not, I'll
Yeah.
take the crack.
no, I'll do that. So, I have enough.
Aaron,
Don't make me do a self-control
I'm
check.
making you do a self-control check.
You're
You
an
are
ass.
addicted to the drug, and he's taking your drug.
I get +1 to my...
You do get +1 because you took some Sova.
So... yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
So-
it's all about sharing.
It's good, man. It's fine. It's good. It's good weed. Should be good weed.
Make self-control. You're fine. It's good to self-medicate every now and then. It's not like you depend on these guys to keep you alive and shoot straight. So they chill out.
Yeah.
They're just chilling out in the gas station.
Here's my thought on that. The reason why I can justify that critical success, it's okay, they're taking it now. It's going to be 2 days. It's going to take at least 24 hours for that. Well, after 24 hours, it should have worked its way through their system. They're a little loopy now, but by the time we leave, they should be bright as rain.
Right.
And in the meantime, I did make a scavenge check to take a look through the paperwork here in the office, find us some reading material while we're waiting.
There's great expense reports.
Archivist. I am saving that shit.
There's some Bible quotes on the calendar from 5 years ago. pretty much it.
Still worth it, just because.
Guy who ran the gas station wasn't a big into literature.
Well, wait. Can I get a willpower if he takes a haul worth of that shit with him?
No.
Okay.
Useless even by argument.
Could I possibly make a foresight roll to see if I had brought the Q, the quantum 3-3 player?
You can say it's not going to change anything. You're still trapped in a room with a bunch of guys shitting and pissing in the corner.
And on drugs.
And on drugs.
Like, which
in
I'm
the
one
bucket,
of them. So.
we use the waste basket.
Okay.
You know, the little bitty under the desk trash.
You're not much
can.
better.
All right. So 2 days pass. You don't hear cicadas anymore. You don't hear anything anymore. You don't hear birds anymore.
That makes sense.
Really quiet.
Silent spring.
Yeah. You open the door. As you walk out, you see the only area of the ground that is not covered by, the exoskeletons of dead cicadas is the overhead covered gas pumps.
Yeah.
It's a perfect square of not death, whereas everything around you is just dead birds, dead worms, dead cicadas, dead squirrels.
Shit's fucked.
Can I do a salvage roll to see a scavenging roll to see if we can get any
One
gas?
person can make a scavenging roll.
Who has not a
gas.
scavenger? I have a scavenger too.
2.
3. Let's see if we can get that gas. Yes. Yes, we
You
can.
can get some very old gas. The car is probably not going to run great. It's not going to be good for maneuvering, but you can move it forward and skip legs if you want.
Yes.
I would say that's probably a good thing because at this point, our options are drive the car, or we can walk through all of these lovely cicada bugs
Oh, you're going to do that.
Yeah.
and listen
get
to
to the
more
And
crunching.
they're locusts, not cicada.
Yeah, well, locusts. Yeah, whatever.
Cicada.
Big old grasshopper-looking things that eat everything.
Well, they're a different species.
So you go wading through the wasteland. Thankfully, at least there's air.
Wait.
So
They're still there though, right?
yeah,
They're still covered in poison, right?
yes.
We could take some of that and use that as a possibly to poison the guy.
You know, you're right. All we have to
Get
do
him to
is...
eat one locust.
No, we crush it in his food, obviously.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can take him.
All right.
Well, and we don't even have to do
Fine. At
that.
the gas station, I'm sure there's some sealed
You're not
container.
sure if it's going to make it sick or kill him, but you could take dead locusts with you.
Yeah. We will do that.
So is
Well,
it?
all we have to do is just wash the bug in this water,
Yeah.
then wash the next bug, and keep doing this until the water turns
11 over
green.
5 scavenging
And then
to
we
find
slip it
a
into his mouth and do it.
Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you can carry. You can hear. You don't have to roll to carry bugs.
Well, safely, because we know they're poison bugs.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't eat them. Don't rub them all over your body, and you should be fine. It's a water-soluble poison, so they can eventually harbor what's left of the crops. But yeah,
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. All we need to do is get a canteen full of water and just keep dipping bugs in as we walk.
Right.
We got 2 miles to get to the car. What are you going to be doing with your time?
Right.
the water doesn't become poison; it dissipates the chemical.
Yeah. So it has to be a
Okay,
dry
when
bug.
you
Yeah, we
wash
have-
the bug...
So we
don't.
crush
So
up.
they would not be poisoned unless on their other than they would be less poisonous than before.
Yeah, we want dry bug.
Yeah.
You want
Okay.
dry bug.
So we have dry bug.
I was going to say if it's soluble, that just means we throw enough bugs in there. Eventually, we're going to have a
Oh no,
big
it's
vial of poison water.
This is a half-assed idea.
The chemical breaks down
Yeah.
in water into
Okay.
component parts and is no longer deadly. That's
Yes.
why it is used as pesticide.
it'll taste
So it doesn't
funky, but it
kill
won't be
us.
poison.
So it doesn't kill all the people who harvest
the
the
food.
crop. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it rains, they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So we get some dead bugs
Yes.
in a safe container. All right.
In a Tupperware container of dead
Something like that, yeah.
of dead poison bugs.
All right, who's driving?
Somebody's not-
I will.
Okay.
And
That is a fail.
that is a fail.
We crashed the car.
Did you roll drive?
Yeah,
I
did.
just want you to roll awareness.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, if that's awareness, then it's also fail.
All right, you're heading around a corner. You're getting pings on your Ubix and your laptop. Wide spectrum.
I'll open up and take a look.
All right, it's just It's a very simple voice message. Don't want none, don't start none. You come around a curve, you see a group of men. They have people in chains around their necks. They all have guns surrounding them as they have them seated forcefully, hands over heads on the side of the grass, and they're all pointing guns at you as they pass. So you've run into some slavers. Do you just drive on by, or what do you do? They don't want to. They don't want to attack you.
How many slavers are there?
There's 5 of them.
Offer them snacks.
What? Oh, yeah. Have some locusts. That's a culinary delight. You didn't see those clouds recently, did you? You're new to the area, right?
We're the harvesters.
I don't.
You can just keep driving.
Yeah, we can't. That's only one self-control check, right?
It's only one self-control check.
I vote, that we keep driving.
Yep.
If we hadn't killed those Chinese dudes, I would say maybe.
But we're not in a position to. Yeah.
The slaves, what do they look like? I mean, can I recognize anything about maybe what enclave they come from, or anything about them? Are they?
No, they look pretty beaten down and bedraggled.
Okay, like they've been. All right. Yeah.
You could stay and talk and try and trade with the slavers.
Oh God! But then that would. Yeah.
All right. So if
we had all that bounty, so I made my self-control check.
All right. I didn't see anything.
No, I saw it. I can't do anything.
we're outgunned, we're outnumbered.
It didn't stop us last time. We're bad people.
You definitely don't have ambush on these guys.
So Ty went to the
They heard
market.
your car.
And they saw us coming.
Take one of the detachment. All right.
There'll be other takers to get them out.
No, there won't.
We're not the only group of takers operating in the area.
We are. No, it's our responsibility.
The rationalists.
I'm not rationalizing this. We're terrible people. I don't have,
You're desperate people.
We're desperate. Yeah, we are desperate. See, that's...
Look, we already wasted 2 days
We
shitting.
saved Cahokia. All right, fuck it. Jesus, that's
We
okay.
wasted 2 days shitting in a bucket. I'm not going to waste any more time.
So
All right.
this is part
We
of the
got a
symptom
job.
I'm working towards the cure for the overall disease.
All right. So you're moving along.
By going to the moths, yes.
You can. So there's another awareness test for the driver.
Yes.
In the distance, you see what appears to be a group of a band of horses. Wild horses. They appear to be running free.
Meme? Have I heard of these? Are they valuable?
Horses are quite valuable. You don't need meme for that.
Okay.
You feed them grass, and they outrun casualties. Like they're a wonderful form of transportation.
Yeah.
And they also have a bonus that once they reach the point where they can't outrun casualties, there's good eating.
God.
Yep. You could try and capture a horse if you want, or you could just,
That would be professional horse training, which none of us have.
animal handling.
Yeah, which we
You
don't.
could try and wing it.
No, with a horse, a 1,500-pound animal that could kill us with a single pool.
It's not like you've not made dumb choices before.
This is
Point taken. All right. I can't argue against that.
The dumb choice is available. You do not have to make it.
We've already we have a quota of one major dumb decision per session. I feel chasing after the Chinese soldiers was that.
Okay.
We've been
Yeah. And we lucked out on that one, so...
Would it be worth anything to sell the location of the horses now?
They're probably not going to stay there.
Yeah, they're unless the weather just holds out specifically, or there's something keeping them
So
here.
you see a lovely band of horses.
Actually, meme check to see if there are any major waterways waterways around here that would keep them in the area.
There'd be a research check.
Okay.
And the other thing to keep in mind on that, too, is they're eating grass.
Yeah.
Is this within the area that
been
was
driving away.
sprayed?
Yeah, you've been driving 2 legs away. So
Well,
You're probably...
you basically lost 2 days and then gained 2 days by the car.
The thing is also,
By
they
salvaging.
have better senses than we do, at least when it comes to smelling, I believe. I think they would be able to smell the poison.
So 8/6, yes.
Also, there's no
Yes,
dead
there
birds.
is water
There's no
around.
dead birds. There's nothing dead.
Yeah, no, you're out of the zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty obvious where the pesticide
Okay,
was and where it wasn't.
So honestly, we could probably come back this way. There's a good possibility that they may be still around within the area, just not exactly here. But honestly, right now, there's no way we can get them back at least safely. And
I don't want to throw resources on something that's outside of our wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
killing people seems to be in our wheelhouse. Doing bad things to people seems to be in our wheelhouse. Taming horses, not so much.
Those are the jobs you take.
I know.
It's not a video game. You don't get to take the good path and then benefit just as much as taking the bad path. It's fucking Plato's Republic. Why do good if there is no reward in life? There is no reward in life.
Yeah.
You can reward yourself in self-satisfaction, or you can reward yourself in money. There's no both. And you guys take the choice, and that's fine. It's about, I don't think my character is an evil monster. You are still going to be perceived as an evil monster, even though you do it because I love my sister, or I don't want my mom to be eaten by zombies. So that's the choices you make. That's what the game's about.
Yeah.
Although I understand your brother is doing fairly well with his rub the balloon punk.
You guys just and you make hard choices sometimes to get what you want, and
sometimes we do the good thing, the right thing.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, would you kill a man for a Klondike bar?
It's a struggle. It's a game about that.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, we arrived at Distributee. You guys want to keep going, or you want to call it and finish it next week?
It's probably better to stop.
Yeah, because it's probably be a long...
Because I don't want to,
Well, I mean, it depends on how fast you go. If you just sneak in and cap them in the brain, it does not have to be a long thing.
Yeah.
It's just sneak checks and shit, so...
Yeah, but that's not our wheelhouse.
Yeah, so that's
as our, evidence, the Chinese soldier encounter, did not go so well.
All right, so if we stop here, we can finish this up next week.
Yeah.
At Distributee, and we could maybe...
start on the
we could start on the score.
Yeah.
For Mr. Joel's, so... Okay.
Yeah, because that
sounds good.
I'm doing that, and then I'm out.
Well, and remember, we do have two jobs here in Distributee.
Oh, yeah, the interview.
The interview?
Yeah.
We could do the interview. Or is that going to be
let's
too
just
long?
do it. Let's just do it all next week.
Okay.
Fair enough. Bill will be here, so he can show up as a freelancer.
Well,
you could hire a local guide.
Yeah.
And Tom should be back by then, so he can... Because I think he's going to be back on Sunday, so...
Will he?
Well, he can sit out. Or he could sit here and look at his phone. We'll just tell him he's playing?
Yeah. Hey, listeners at home.
He caught up with us while we were...
We love Tom. Tom's a good friend, but, there are quirks that he has. Anyways.
He has a hammer.
He has a hammer. That's
Deep character content.
It is.
Forge your sniper. Bye, everybody.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.